I was just checking. We didn't have to start or anything. I was just
No,
like, oh,
that's
I wonder if
perfect.
I wonder if the thing. Okay.
So I haven't had 4 people in a while.
Is it nice?
It's weird.
Ah.
I'm really far back because he's like right here, so I'm not. I don't know. I feel weird.
Yeah, we see your knees.
Oh, look at those.
Look at them. Oh,
Uh,
babe.
Last we left our heroes, the group was split. Schechter and Sella went to retrieve items for the spellcasters of the Legion, particularly for restoration, revivify, that kind of thing. They were met by something they didn't expect. An army of drow storming Neverwinter from an ancient wound of the world, a chasm. With them was a colossal spider destroying the cityscape. They then sought refuge in the Sunset Mountains, the home to both Sella and Bria. And there they found that the valley of the mountain was completely consumed by even more dark elf camps. Tens of thousands of soldiers lay in wait for something. And Sector, Shella, and Bria made their way quietly through the ghost town, seeing a chained figure to the main gate. And they went to seek refuge in the family crypts. There was a brief encounter with some drow that were kind of maneuvering through the city, and the last drow remaining said, "No longer will we be an afterthought in the history of the world. The chosen is coming, and so are we." As she screamed out in desperation, the group ran below. Beneath the mountain were the family's escape tunnels. And there they found several dozens of women and children, no men, to include Sella's mother, Sella Maria. But there was no time. Knowing which might become a Schechter, the remaining survivors led the approaching drow away, forcing Schechter and Sella to depart yet again, but allowing him to escape to the magical portal beneath the water. And there he found something waiting for him he did not quite expect. The rest of the group, quite literally, wrestled a hurricane. Fighting the storm, Elathri saw another threat approaching in the massive waves as the group of Sahuagin attacked the distracted party and was able to capture a member of the group, Furbolg Kismet, just after she was able to turn the ship upright. The captain of the guilds also lost the storm as he was torn apart by the screaming winds, and the group made shore. Immediately ran in 2 parties of Sahuagins that found Schechter in their midst. A few members were injured during the fight, and blood running from the wounds, attracting a swarm of sea devils. And as it did, a ball of fire erupted from the eye of the storm, crashing to the jungle island below. As the flame settled, you all saw a weathered, matured Tibbles, your friend that made a deal with the devil to keep you safe, who's been doing Lord knows for past weeks. And with the group restored, you all made quick work of the 20 or so Sahuagins. The Legion was beginning to rest, making camp for the night. Both fractured and repaired. You are all on the island of Ebbjalon. What would you like to do?
Weren't we about to Heroes Feast and go to bed?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, actually, I think we already heroes feasted because my hit points are
Right. That was, yeah, we were in the middle of doing that.
I'll take
I will cast water breathing on everyone before I go to bed.
Okay.
I'll take first watch because I did not like the conversation I had with Yuta still. So trying to get over that shock.
I would like to, before we go to bed, send. Oh, I didn't undo my video. Sorry. I would like to send Bria a little sending, kind of before bed. Um, Situation. Just kind of saying, like hi again. I know we didn't talk very long ago, but I'm not going to forget about you. I'll stop in and say hi every morning, kind of thing. Um, stay safe, sweetie. Tell your mom I said hi.
Okay. Can you roll D20 real quick, Decker?
Sure. Oh man. Okay. Uh, this dice roller, the online dice roller is the worst thing ever. It's like I can anticipate failed rolls and stuff like that. Um, I got a 1, but I feel like that doesn't count because it was the stupid online dice roller. Whatever.
Um. Okay.
It's okay if that didn't work. Honestly, I'll just try again in the morning.
Okay. Um. A couple of moments go by, Schechter, as you kind of think on the past 6 to 8 hours and what's been happening and the kind of immediate and kind of forced separation from your family. You think of your daughter, um, and uh, you get a response,
Oh,
and she says, "Dad, we're all right. Um, we are deep in the mountain below. We've evaded the drow. We don't know where they are. Um, only a few didn't make it, but we're all right. I'll try to let you know." That's it.
nice. Okay.
Lenora, go to make a perception check.
Let's try the new dice. Don't funk me. You kind of fuck me. 18?
That's fine.
Because I rolled an 8.
You can actually hear this kind of jungle scape. You can hear animals, you hear crickets, and what sounds like monkeys or apes, kind of deep off. And just thinking over the past few days, everything that's happened, your recent conversation with Yuta, you're distracted, but nothing catches your eye.
Um, if nobody else is doing anything at the moment, Schechter definitely would uh kind of pull a Lathrey aside at some point, like after Heroes Feast or something like that. Try and come up with some kind of game plan as far as like we've helped a couple of creatures out. I'm a little foggy on who said what as far as helping us out in the future or anything like that, but specifically my mind goes to a couple of those dragons that we've helped out. There was a gold one, I'm pretty sure, and there was a copper one that gave us kind
Um,
of ways to communicate with them, but you'd keep track
there
of this
was
stuff
a
better than I
there
do.
was a there was a bronze, but we've had a working relationship with him, although he preferred Tibbles over everyone, and he was uh, selfish just because he was young. So I really don't think we could count on him to selflessly put himself in danger to help anyone for any reason. And the other one was a gold one that gave us a favor. I think it's a good idea. Maybe when we are headed to Dastru to potentially
Cash in on that favor.
call for him. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Maybe
I've been thinking about it. I think that's like a Hail Mary,
we have to
basically,
try.
as the right, but like at the end when the world is ending and we're kind of like, I mean, I'm not saying that what we're possibly walking into tomorrow isn't a big deal and might not be the end of all of us, but it doesn't feel like the end. It's everything has been kind of guiding us towards something, and I don't think we're quite there yet.
Well, speaking of not being quite there, my thought was probably the sooner that we let them know we might need the help, the easier it'd be for them to meet up with us. 'Cause I'm pretty sure we're pretty far from where we first met and where their lair may be. That's kind of what I was thinking. So if maybe we
Actually,
ask
I
for,
think we're closer to where he had alluded where he was from than we were in Waterdeep. I think we're actually closer to that. So maybe after we restore the balance here, we can talk to the sea elves and see how far we are from Das Truth right now. Because if we contact right now, it's like, hey, can you come help us? Okay, how far are you? I don't know. Right.
yeah,
So, and we left all the sea elves back. So I think maybe once we're done here, we can talk to them and get a better timeline on distance and how long.
okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'm down.
Tibbles, what are you doing?
Yeah. Has Schecter hasn't done the dome yet, right? Or are we?
I'd say you guys are about finishing up the Heroes Feast.
Okay.
Just yeah.
I don't think
Chilling.
I don't think I've done the
Then I guess probably seeing Schecter and Lathree talking, I'll walk over to Winlora during that time and just kind of be like, it's been a long time. Mind catching me up? I've seen bits and pieces, but not much, honestly, with a recent.
Really quick, if I could, she looks as she approaches you, she just looks older. Everything about her demeanor, the way she carries herself, her horns are longer, her hair is like thicker and longer, and she just looks traveled. Would be the best way. Not worn down, but the experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Tibbles, it has been forever.
Too long.
Way much, I'm sure much longer for you than it has been for us. Granted, it feels all the same. And I'll just pat the ground right next to me. And
Crisscross.
I'm pretty sure at this point when Laura's kind of looking disheveled after everything, so she's pushing her hair back to well, actually, before we begin, have you seen your parents?
I have not. I've been honestly too busy, and with everything that I've been doing, I knew you guys would be more in more risk, I guess, than them. So I focused more on you guys, and then when I saw you were in trouble.
No, I mean, rightfully so. But if you like, I could send them a message for you. Actually, it didn't we receive a letter from Dad, or was it a letter to them? Like, doesn't Schecter have a letter
It
from?
was from Tim's dad.
Yeah. It's actually Schecter does have a letter from your father when we ran into him last. Perhaps
Oh.
we can read that. None of us, right? None of us read it.
No one read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll ask Schecter for that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to read that. But I think at the moment, maybe it's better not to, just with the current situation which we're in, which I don't, what situation are we in? We're on a strange island surrounded by shark people.
Yep.
That's what I saw and what I came here to help you guys with.
Okay. So I'll go into the narrative of explaining what happened. And if Tibbles wants to, I'll tell her what happened to Prin as well, kind of like in detail, ever since we left Tibbs, met Kismet, all that stuff. So kind of doing like, here's what we're doing now. Here's what happened right after we parted ways in hell.
Fun.
So,
I think-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna, so it's been a journey, to say the least.
Sounds like it. Sounds wow.
Yeah.
I do want to hear more about Prin, but I don't know if this is the right time either. I don't.
I mean,
I'm honestly still kind of going through that, like taking that in right now.
Yeah. Fair.
So, oh, maybe later. Thank you.
And I'll tap her on the knee. Like, yeah, we certainly have missed your presence here.
I've missed you guys.
Yeah, certainly not the same.
No, let me tell you, hell is not fun. War is not
Yeah.
fun. Demons are not fun to work with.
You know, I will
Devils.
say, you look much wiser now, Tibbs. Before, I feel like you were the youngest of us all, and now look at you now. You really embodied the, I guess, stepped into your role, even though maybe it wasn't welcomed, but you look good, kid.
Ow. I have -1 strength. I don't know if wise is the right answer. I feel like a fool most of the days, but I'm here for now. I'm still trying to figure out some loopholes and other means to this contract in which I've bound myself to. But there's not a day that passes by that I don't think of all of you. The only thing that keeps me sane.
Now I know the feeling, but I will say, all of us together, and whose accent is this? And I'll look at everyone around, and you say, honestly, we're all pretty much fools here too. Nothing else has changed.
I think that's what makes us great, though. We're all fools together.
That's
Somehow
true.
we work it out.
Sometimes I think we just get really lucky, but you're right.
I think that's, luck is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Could use some more, I think, especially coming soon.
Absolutely.
I don't know what to expect, but I don't think it's good.
Tips, go and make a perception check.
Ooh. Natural 20.
Fuck yes.
It's my caduceus dice are insane and I love them. And
Wow, nice. Okay.
fucking.
You guys talk for like a few hours. There's short time from what Laura's describing, but it feels like so much has happened. Tids, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Tids is gonna be very vain in her responses about anything if asked. Just letting that be known. Vague, yeah.
Oh, I heard vain. And I was like,
but I might have said that and not thought about it at all.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's like, wow, how really changed him. Goodness.
Yeah, that's what I was.
No, it's like, who is this then?
Yeah. Okay, lots of confidence. Okay.
Yeah, open-ended questions, short responses. She mentions fighting some demons, the devil stuff, Kania, reading some books, but nothing too crazy. And as you guys are talking about 2.5 hour mark, a lot of the animal noises around you guys go quiet as the branches above you move and shake, like something's moving through them. You guys wait 20, 25 seconds, 30 seconds, and then all the sounds come back. Tips, as you're kind of looking around, because you rolled natural 20, you see a very, very small black figure, maybe 6 inches in height, like this small little humanoid with a white face and kind of swirling black lines on its face. Look And it has this just big, wild, crazy hair. And you look again and you can't see anything. And then the sounds continue a few moments later.
What did you say, Tibbs?
I saw a tiny person. A tiny person over there. Wherever I saw that. Pointing.
I'll look towards that direction.
Okay.
I imagine I don't see any.
Yeah, you look over there and you can see what looks to be in the Philippines, the little monkeys.
Oh,
you look over and you see just this wide, brown-eyed, small little
a tarsier.
tarsier, kind of staring at you guys. Looking really slow.
I mean, I'll
and then it slowly just comes up.
I'll walk over too, and just see if I see any. Like it was standing there, Tibbs.
Yeah, I'll walk over and just kind of examine and be like, it was right here. It was here. It was tiny. He looked very strange, and then he was gone.
I mean, the tracker of the group is sleeping, so I will see any footprints of anything, tracks.
Make a survival check.
I'm good at these. No, that's actually not too bad.
I sent you what it looked like, Tibbs.
Sweet, thank you.
Well, that's not great. That's a 9. I may put that dice away.
That's strangely terrifying. I don't know.
No, with so much rain and stuff, it's just mush right now. It's so hard to find tracks, and if it was that small, it'd be so minuscule to see anything. So
I'm going to actually, standing where I saw him, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire through my ring.
No.
Okay.
Is that new?
It's through the ring. I've had the ring before I left.
God, it's been ages.
It has been. I didn't have it too long, I think, before.
I think it's actually been like a year.
In a year, wow.
Wait, what?
Right?
No.
Yeah? When did I get that ring?
Oh,
Yeah.
like for her having it for a year, or it's been a year since her,
The
like
ring.
Tibbs and I, okay, Tibbs and I, everybody like went separate ways. I was like, no, it's only been a couple weeks, maybe a month.
No, I mean, I think since Tibbs left, right? It's been like.
It's been 2 years in Tibbs'
2
head,
years
it's been 2
to
years.
you.
Yeah, but how long?
Everybody
You
else
think
has
it's been a
been
whole year for us? I can see 6 months.
No, in out of game.
In real
Out of
life.
game.
Oh,
Yes,
Tibbs
it's
been
been
gone
a year.
For a year.
Tibbs has been gone for a year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think almost a year
It's been
to
a
the
long
day.
time.
Yeah, almost a year to like the month or something.
Oh my God.
Because I started playing Kismet when I started working at the Healing Canna, and my year's coming up.
Yes, so close to. Okay, you kind of pull the ring with your finger, kind of moving your other fingers around and casting kind of this, almost throwing a blanket of magic in the area with fairy fire, that kind of glitter shimmer as it kind of sinks towards the ground, the soft rain around you guys. Nothing pops up.
Oh, maybe it was my imagination after all. I say that out loud, but I don't believe it.
And Lamar would say, I would trust your gut feeling. This place has been horrible.
Doesn't seem fun.
Yeah, but I'll just walk back to our bubble.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone taking second watch, or you guys all going to bed, or?
How many hours has it been? It's only been.
It's 3, going up on 3.
Okay, I mean, I'll take the full 4, and then I'll
take a watch, because us LVs are okay.
I'm still
to do that.
this immortal human.
yeah. It's like, Tibbs, you should probably go to bed now.
I suppose.
You're still quite young.
Don't feel it.
Yeah.
Not bad.
How old is Tibbs now? So how old was she when she started? I imagine
Lordy.
like 18, 19.
I was gonna say, I thought she was 18.
Yeah, we established that she
Yeah.
was 19 when we started. So I think she's like, what, 22, 23 now.
It's been 2 years, so
So
21.
So so Tip was aged there, but technically she didn't age here.
Yeah, it's super confusing, honestly.
Yep.
Like the math doesn't make sense. Because from what they're saying, it's been weeks. Your experience and where you've been has been otherwise. But they also said, and one of that thing I sent you that each day you were in Kenya or they were in Kenya was like 6 months. So it almost seems backwards, and the timeline
Doesn't make sense.
makes no sense.
It's like a ribbon just folding in on top of each other.
Bear me.
Yeah.
If you catch that.
So you're 21 now.
Yes.
You're 19.
Yes.
Oh, wee baby. And then I think I wrote down all of our, now I'm just curious. I think I wrote down all of our ages once.
While you're looking that up, Alake, are you doing anything else? You kind of prepared the hero's feast. Everyone ate happily. Schechter was kind of confiding in you about some ideas he had. Anything else you were doing?
Other than casting water breathing on everyone before the dome goes up.
Yeah.
Because I know once it has, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for your watch.
Can I guidance myself since I am trying to
Um,
be vigilant?
How long does guidance last?
It's a minute.
I'd say no, because it's a multi.
I mean,
or is it an action?
It's a cantrip. I can just continue to
Sure.
use.
Yeah.
That's like you're
It is an
staring out the
action.
window.
Concentration for up to a minute.
Okay, yeah, we say you can catch guidance in one of these plants that's looking around.
$28.
Holy shit, okay. Looking, I feel like everyone has a lot of shit on their mind, sorry. You know, Tibbs with everything, with Laura, with what she heard from Utah, Schechter with his family, Lathree with her family and her tribe, and Nah and everything. You swear you see Yuki kind of running around, kind of shaping in and out throughout the jungle, kind of hopping along the trees. You see your parents for a second, and far beyond all of that, you see a similar torch from what you saw from the other parties of Sahuagin, way off, maybe 150 yards away. But because you rolled so high, it just looks like they're moving counterclockwise, right to left ahead of you. They don't seem to take any notice that you do see them. And I will say, because you rolled so high, you see something about every 20 minutes. If it's the same group, if it's different, but you see maybe not search parties, but a group of Sahuagin making their rounds throughout the islands.
And it's always about that far away.
Roughly, it
Okay.
does vary. It's not an exact
Right.
track, but yeah, roughly 100 football field away.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Schechter, anything else you want to do after sending to Bria? Anything on your minds?
Yeah, after I cast the hut, and everybody's in it, kind of starting to settle down, I do perform the song that Schechter wrote for Prin and Baba. And it's kind of like a sea shanty with a little bit of imagination in it. The instrumentation is, I don't know, not quite what you would expect or what his lute normally sounds like. There's a little bit of extra magic going into it to kind of give it an extra layer, but it's just kind of a song that recounts kind of the best parts of them, um, and yeah, just plays a little sea shanty. The chorus of which, what do we do now, Prin's gone? What do we do now, Prin's gone? What do we do, they're gone? Little kind of sea shanty jingle to it.
Yeah. Within the lute, you kind of play the kind of metallic distorted tune, kind of back and forth over and over on repeat. And then you hear kind of a soft voice say, "Hey, is everything okay, friend?"
Finally getting some things out. Lost some good team members a little while ago, and finally kind of had the thoughts together to recount and immortalize them in song.
Friends, passing is never easy, and I saw what you saw. The same with your family. So I know I can only help so much, but I can always listen. I don't really have anywhere to go.
Thank you, Jarek. Nice to hear from you.
Kind of repeat the strum, the tune, kind of flicking back and forth. All of you guys eventually enter the hut, finding rest. The soft raindrops above kind of just look like a transparent tent, a rounded tent, and you can just see just many, many dots of rain as they trickle off the side throughout the night. You guys all awaken. Short hit points, everything. If you guys haven't done that, spell slots. And slept pretty good actually. The soft rain, kind of that ambient like noise, so to speak, kind of rocked you guys all asleep. And there's a strange comfort in having one of your friends back, although the party has been kind of ripped apart, put back together. You can see as you guys come out of the sphere, Chirodane landing. I did a couple of small sweeps across the area. Looks like there are search parties spread out about every 2 miles. Hard to know how big the island was, but I did see something that maybe might catch all your interest. As he says that, I need the group to make a perception check.
Three. There's the old Tibbles.
What'd you get, Tibbles?
3.
Let's fucking go. Natural 20 to 3. Here we go. Wayne, what'd you get?
29.
Okay. Alatri?
I
12.
think
You're
I saw
muted.
your lips say 42. Oh,
Oh, 2. Or 12.
yeah, why are you muted?
Did I meet you? Oh, okay.
No, the cat was stepping on something and like the pins got moved and I
Oh,
couldn't.
okay, okay.
No, I rolled a 2, so 12.
Oh, okay. Checker, what'd you get?
26.
It's okay, buddy.
Schechter, you're honestly so in depth with your thinking of not only your brother, because that's a whole nother thing, that's Ruth and your family. You're kind of honestly stuck in that chord and you're still kind of softly strumming it this morning, but the rest of you guys hear a low.
Oh, I got 26. You might have only heard me say 6.
Oh, okay. Then everyone but Tips. There is this low rumble of thunder, but it's not coming from the sky. It's coming from off in the jungle line.
I associate to the sounds of fireballs and shit. Like,
Honestly, Tits might just have like a 1,000-yard stare right now. I was just thinking about other things that are happening with her. Chirodane kind of nods in that direction, and you can see Nightbeak just kind of on alert. What do you guys want to go that way? Anything else you guys want to do this morning before, or
Like, is he saying that? Oh, my cat is such an idiot. Hold on.
My cat is such an idiot. I'll walk up to.
Yeah,
Shelton.
is he saying that like what he found is whatever's making that noise?
yeah, seems that way. And Walker Checker.
And I'll say, or I'll ask, do you still have a letter for Tibbles from her father?
oh yeah, and I start like patting my armor furiously for a moment, like, oh, here it is. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about this. Glad it's like a little wet and there's like stuff on it. I'm like, a lot happened. I'm sorry.
I mean, that makes sense. I just hand it over to Tibbs.
It is pretty soggy. The letter's still intact, still in the envelope, but it is kind of like a
Mm,
Say, probably read it now before the ink gets blotted away.
that's true. And I will, yeah, open it up and read it.
okay. I will send that to you in a little bit.
Yeah, you can send it later.
Huh?
Say it.
That's up the tips.
You know.
Okay.
Tibbs is emotionless.
Yeah. There's nothing. Okay. So Kyrodane starts slowly walking forward with Nightbeak. After Kyrodane, what would be the marching order that you guys would like?
Middle.
Yes. Yeah, I can go close behind too, just for the looking. I'll tell him too that I did notice I was seeing torches about every 20 minutes on my watch. So I think that that's their timing for their perimeter sweeps.
Good call. We'll have to keep an eye out. Hopefully,
Oh.
what's up?
I'll be somewhere in the back. I'll be kind of
Okay.
holding up the rear.
I'll be second.
I could be in the backpack. That's fine.
Okay, Kyrodane, Tybalt's a lay 3.
Sure.
Lay
Let's make
3.
the pretty angel boy a little nervous.
Then Schechter Winara or Winara Schechter?
Schecter Winlar. Where is my fucking pen? I just said it.
This jungle island is dominated by canopy blocking out the sun, thick tangles of foliage and vines and mangroves that kind of surround you all as you make your way across the island. You can hear the low rumble again. It's on the floor. It's somewhere low in the jungle. Let's see who would see it first. Kyrodane stops, Sybil, and you almost kind of run into him. This kind of tall, dark-skinned ASMR.
What are we stopping for?
What's that?
I said, what are we stopping for?
He like turns to you and puts his fingers to his mouth. You can see
If we are traveling, I will do pass without a trace for my staff on us.
very smart.
Moving.
I feel like you're getting my timing.
Sorry, I'm juggling things, but that I
you're good,
was
you're
like,
good.
oh, he's talking like we're moving.
Yeah.
I meant to do that. Yep.
Yeah, you guys walk about half an hour. It's just a sec on this game. And Tibbs and a later, you guys can see an incredibly massive form on the ground. Deep indigo in color. 2 massive wings the size of ships lay on either side of the creature. And it's truly one of the largest beasts you've ever seen. You can see rows of spikes that extend from the nostrils to line its brow, and there's more kind of jutting along the jaw. There's kind of frilled ears, and there's an enormous ridge horn atop its blunt head. This is an ancient dragon that lay before you. Its eyes clouded over blue, the tongue kind of lulled to the side, and as it kind of lay slightly turned, there is a maybe the size of a cart, red crater at the center of its sternum, and you could hear the low rumble again coming from the dragon, it seems. Somewhere within.
Wait.
Is it still breathing?
Yeah, I was like, is it gone? I mean, if it looks like the heart has been removed.
You'd have to get closer. You guys want? You guys are probably 50, 60 feet away.
Definitely
Well, Lathree and I could go take a look, a little closer look. I could do some good old invisibility on us.
Yeah. And just, I mean, and just see if we can keep some cover, and I just get close enough that I'm used to, I guess, hunting and watching animals and for very slight movements. See if I can see anything that shows me any kind of life.
Okay. Before you guys make your way forward, may I please have a group stealth check at 10?
Do we get anything special because of pirating?
I believe it's for saving throws, but let me double check.
Disadvantage because armor is trash.
He also has disadvantage.
Did not mean to call him out.
Yeah, it's just saving throws. But good call.
$26.
Okay.
22, because we have +10 for passive tracer.
Yeah.
25.
As long as we don't like absolutely roll dog shit, it's like it's
30.
Stop.
At disadvantage.
Hey.
17 and a 19.
Oh shit! Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay. Checker and Lathree are gone. Yes.
Yes.
yeah. I'm gonna hit us with a invisibility too.
Shit.
Third level, so I can get us both.
Okay. Okay, you guys are kind of walking towards the head as it's kind of facing you, the body away, kind of off to the right.
I will stay as far away as I can, but close enough to see if I can assess.
Okay. You can
With-
see.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead, Checker.
I sorry to interrupt you.
No,
This is a blue dragon, right? You said turquoise earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, walking up, this is definitely an ancient blue dragon. As you guys approach invisibility, the rest of the group kind of waiting in the tree line. You can see a few humanoid figures moving around the neck and shoulder area of the figure. And as you guys look closely, they appear to be hacking and cutting away towards the neck with these kind of large bone-wide swords. There's 3 Sahuagin, since you guys have seen them twice now. But there's also one rather large lizard folk kind of hacking away at it.
Does the dragon seem to be alive at all?
Like, yeah, is either the electricity happening like with the hacking? Is there any breathing? Like, I feel like I don't know.
Yeah.
Hunted. Is it like actively alive, or is it the movements you can get after death?
I would say a Lathree and even Checker would definitely know, just based off the wound in its chest, there's no way it's alive. You guys haven't encountered an ancient yet. You know, Bazmarine was kind of a weird one. But as far as its residual properties after it dies, unsure. Kind of lasting effects when something that big and that important to the world is no more. It's hard to say how it will, what's left over.
Right. Are we noticing that the thunder or any of that is coinciding with their like attacking it, or?
Not really. They appear to be, it's a big neck, a lot of meat, a lot of scales, and they look like tired from kind of cutting this thing. After a few moments pass, you hear the low thunder again. It is definitely coming from the dragon. Yeah, hard to say.
And we
I just
only see
wanna-
the four creatures. There's no one else.
From what you can see, no, and they obviously don't appear to notice you guys at all. Checker, what were you gonna say?
I just want to relay a quick update to the group. Just tell them like big blue dragon. There's 4 creatures trying to cut something out of it. The thunder or lightning sound is coming from the dragon. And then I not necessarily turn to my
just-
loot to talk, but
think we
I want
should-
to ask
we should
Jarek if he has
sneak
any
back.
idea.
I think we should.
Yeah,
sneak
we can
back.
start. Yeah, we can start making our way back to the
Yeah.
group, right? But I'll update him on
As
the way.
you-
Before we have any conversations, we'll get
Yeah,
back to the group.
as you start to head back, who would see it? Maybe Tibbs.
No one, because we're invisible.
Something pops in the corner of your eye, and you look over, and it's this kind of small little thing, and it's like trying to grab Nightbeak's hoof before Nightbeak kind of screeches out an alarm and starts bucking. The figures at the dragon turn and look, obviously don't see a Lathrien checker, but turn towards the group, and one of the figures with a sword and a shield just starts walking over. Probably about 15-20 feet behind Spectre and Lathrien.
They haven't noticed us yet.
Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't
they
appear- they're
heard
walking that way.
something, right?
Yeah,
They-
there's definitely a noise, and you can see Cowardane like try to grab Nightbeak and starting to. Oh yeah. Immediately he's able to calm him down, but he did screech, roll natural 20 on animal man.
Oh.
That was before. But yeah, calms him down, quiet.
I will
Okay.
quickly, very quietly into the earring. One of the creatures, strangers, one of the creatures heard that, and they are headed your direction.
I'm going
Move.
to use my thaumaturgy and make it seem like whatever that sound was is trying to run in the opposite direction, like kind of making rustling in the bushes sound and
Okay.
distance off in the
Go ahead.
distance, opposite direction.
Okay. Go ahead and make I will say a deception or Arcana check. Your choice.
Deception. I'll go with deception because I rolled a 9, but it's plus 10, so 19.
Ooh. Okay. It walks towards you, stops, hears the sound, turns, walks a little bit closer, and then just starts kind of eyeing the tree line, kind of turning and slowly making its way back towards what the noise was. That looks untrusting. It's looking around all areas where you made the sound, where Nightbeak made the sound. You swear a few times he looks at you guys, but because of the jungle denseness, cannot quite see you guys.
So does he not seem as focused in the correct direction anymore?
Yes, but I would say he's more alert because now
Oh,
there's
of course, yeah,
two
yeah,
things going
there's-
on.
yeah, noises out there, yeah, okay, I get it.
I'm going to whisper to everybody what I saw, especially mostly to Cardane, just letting them know like there was a tiny creature that attacked your griffin,
Yeah,
or not attacked, but like tried to mess with your griffin.
He never does this. So sorry. And he looks like he has a complete handle on 90 now. But yeah, I'm sorry. He never does this. What's that?
No need to.
Consequence.
Oh.
That's all. She didn't say anything. She's just like,
Tibbles is just like maybe have him keep off the ground or something. Seems like things are willing to just pop up and do weird shit.
Very shortly after Lathrien and Shepherd do return to the group, not being that far away. You guys are all back together again. Let's play.
so what did you say?
Well, it looks
Told you guys on
like
the
the ancient blue dragon that we were told that they had killed is there. There's a giant crater in the chest where the heart would be. and there were 3 of those.
So who again?
Were they, well, but we don't know that's, were
They
they
they're called.
fish or were they shark looking?
Shark.
They're shark people.
Okay.
He told us we
There
knew
was-
that they were Sahu again. We've fought him before.
Because it's like, I mean, it's aquatic. It doesn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were 3 of those shark creatures, and 1 large lizard folk, and they were hacking into the neck. I don't know if they were trying to take the head off, but it seemed like that the thunder, that rumbling, was coming somehow from the body. But
Paul's,
but she's definitely gone.
Paul's not here to ask.
Oh, he's coming.
Okay.
Come here.
Hearing that, I mean, I'm guessing Tibbles has read quite a bit down with living with her dad on her spare time. I know there's definitely books she wants to read, but I would assume, like, I would want her to read up on dragon lore and shit as well, trying to catch up and just learn as much as she can. So would she know anything about like the rumbling of thunder and a dead blue dragon?
Yes. Make a history check.
Cool.
Tibbles, do you still have that blue dragon orb?
I do. 17 history. Where is my history? There it is. 19.
Okay, that's good. Ancient dragons, either way, once they reach that age, are truly world changing, and for good or bad. There are just within their vicinity, especially with blue dragons, usually in deserts, but this one being in the jungle, storms, lightning, etc. When they are alive, they kind of have a constant rippling of lightning through them, and they are highly sought after for body parts, bones, scales, magic items. Anything that they can pull from the beast would be considered probably some kind of magical, maybe not artifact, but an item that someone could use. And this low rumble is something like that, this echo of thunder, if you will. But that's
It's like-
probably what they're doing.
It's like thunder gland, is what I'm thinking.
Like even if an ancient dragon dies or is slain or whatever, there are lasting effects because a 1,000-year-old dragon has been obviously such an influence for a long time.
Makes sense.
Maybe the storm is partially from this creature just in general, but that rumble is just some residual lasting effect because it's only been dead for a short time.
Okay. I'll relay that to you and pretty much just say it might be some residual effect of the dragon being killed. It would
Makes
be
sense.
it would be quite useful getting some of this stuff from this dragon.
Couple of scales.
I don't know if we
That
have to
also
risk
sounds
it.
nice to Schecter.
I mean, I think we have more important things right now, like rescuing Kismet, and maybe after we've finished we can come back. But I would worry if, depending if there are more around, or we get into a slight altercation with those few, if they then alert the masses that we're here, then we've lost our element of surprise.
Oh, most definitely. I just figured I'd ask. I also forgot about this other person that you're trying to save.
Yeah,
I'm
in.
I agree. But I would really like to grab a scale before we leave. I don't know what would be the best time, but if I can't scry on Vladen, I wouldn't know where he's at. I mean, I could use like a locate creature, but I mean, if they have the heart of the drakes, if we grab a scale from the dragon it came from the source, it may be another means to find them. And it's a lower level spell to find locate object than creature. But it just might be easier to do. than trying to find someone that doesn't want to be found.
Oh, well, that sounds like we should probably grab a scale.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think now may be the time to do it.
Oh,
Only
yeah, you
because
said
if
there was a.
I mean, if we go in, take Kismet, who's to say how many hundreds of Saugen there are? They could
Well,
be chasing after us.
Yeah,
but
our
I
way
mean,
out will be a lot. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's part of why we're here. I mean, we didn't come to this place to rescue Kismet. We came to this place to stop all of what is happening here and restore the balance. It just happened that Kismet got taken.
No, that's true.
We're here to get her, but that's not our purpose here. We told the sea elves that we would restore the balance.
I'm
Okay.
also gonna cast Ascending on Kismet.
Ascending.
So
Ending, yeah.
I had
So
that
I
same
figure
thought.
once we do that, then this area again will be restored and safe, so the sea elves can come back to their home. And at that point, we should, I guess with their blessing, since this was, basically who they protected, could potentially take a scale then.
So I see two potential options here. We pretty much either ignore this thing altogether and try and keep moving to find Kismet, or we go get a piece of this dragon now, and that kind of involves us having to deal with these Sahuagin. I would rather just try and put them down as quick as possible than try and sneak around them. And I think if each of us, I don't know, had a
Sure.
targeted attack, we ambush them, we might be able to take them out really quick. I mean, we have our big gun back, and I give Tibbles a little kind of punch in the arm.
I went.
It
and it
hurts,
bruises.
but you try not to show it.
I'll look over at Schecter and just do like a good old. That's a good plan, actually. How many were there?
Or
Well, we saw 4. We don't know if there are any more. And I guess if we do that, we can just hope that they aren't able to alert all the rest of them.
If you're looking for, a loud means of attack, I could easily summon something like a fireball.
But,
I think
then
we're trying
they
to
would
go
know
for
we're
subtle.
coming. Yeah. Then they know we're coming and we've
I can
lost our
also-
chance.
Then I can also target a lot of things at once and with a lot of force.
that sounds like it might be more ideal. I was gonna try and hit all of them at the same time as well with something.
Let's see. Anything quiet. You see, that's the problem. Tibble's not quiet.
Yeah, that's the key here is trying to be a little bit stealthy. Oh,
Well,
poor Prin. She would have been great for this.
we
Does anyone
could
have a
though.
spell?
Sorry.
We could though use that to our advantage for a distraction right before we attack. But I was sort of hoping, and I'd look over at Kyrodane, maybe we could. My thought was your beautiful creature here could provide maybe a better distraction. Idea only given from previous events. I don't want to put your animal at risk. That's up to you. But
No, I see what you're saying. Maybe I could fly over and maybe draw their gaze, and then you guys come in and just
No, I
do
think
what you have to do.
I think that would be perfect.
Okay.
There's only 4 of them. If you don't even have to fly over, you can just get Nightbeak to fly. And then we, all 5 of us, can take them.
Now Beak and I are both a little bit more protective when we're together. But if that's what you want to do, we can make that work.
no, maybe Kyrodane being an eye in the sky would be a good idea.
You said what?
Maybe Kyrodane being an eye in the sky would be a good idea. He seems comfortable on his animal doing a passover like that. I don't see why we should deny him that.
Okay.
If
Sure.
he's really useful in
Yeah,
the
he can
fight.
take 1 down
Yeah.
much easier than the rest of us.
I would like to save, I guess, some of my more important abilities for when we're actually in the main fight. And so
Yeah, we need Druid LA3 right now. Any other LA3 form is for another moment.
that's true. Just Druid LA3 is easily hurt. So
I
Just
could,
stand by me. It's okay. Might have to crouch.
okay.
We all just have to take one, stay close, and if you get down, we'll bring you back up.
I could, once Cardane takes or gets their attention, I could cast slow on them.
Oh, that would be
Yes.
perfect.
That's
Please.
the only quietest thing I have.
No, that's fantastic.
Not to be mean, but while you guys are having this conversation, I need everyone to make another stealth check, still +10, and two of you guys, you're still visible with advantage.
29.
$14.
That's +10.
Yep.
23.
28. If I didn't have advantage, it would have been 30.
You have advantage?
I mean disadvantage, my bad. If
Oh,
I didn't have disadvantage, the
Yeah.
higher number would have been 30.
yeah. I rolled a 19 again and a 12. I was like, well, I can't complain with the
I
12.
mean, that's really not actually that bad.
Yeah.
If it's above a 10, I'm happy. That's kind of like
Yeah.
I gauge it. Okay.
Uh,
I think we need to act quickly.
Oh, I think now's a great time. I say, and I'll start, drawing in the dirt, the mud, whatever.
Yeah.
If here's where they are, and I'll confirm with LA3 and Schecter, and we can lure them here with the Griffin, all of them disperse over, and we can wait, we can have them go like another 10 feet so we can know we're luring everybody over. So if it's truly just 4 and not this X perpendicular, here's Tibbs, and we'll just wait on either side.
I think we need to attack as quickly after the distraction as possible.
So
Cardane 5 is like, I'm the distraction, or just making sure?
you and Nightbeak are
Nightbeak, okay.
distraction.
Wait, sorry, you like froze. What did Cardane say?
He was just making sure, like, I'm the distraction. And just making sure. Let's see what he has. I'm sure he has something. Plenty good.
Because like it needs to be a, oh, look over there, sucker punch.
See, I was thinking, and here I'll do Nightbeak, Kyrodane. Tibbs will be here. Sure, whatever. Oh, wrong initial. Sure. We'll put them. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. Because because we didn't know if there's more than the 4, right? So if all 4 of them are here, then they get lured in this direction, since arrow. Here's Tibbs, she can hit them with the slow, then all of us ambush around them. Because that was the thing, right?
Yeah. Okay. Not a bad plan.
Wait, where you do is put that up again. Sorry, right when I get it to where I can see it, then it's
So like here's Nightbeak and Kyrodane, grabbing their attention, luring them this way. They'll follow, and if there's any stragglers, like you saw only 4, but if there are more, they would
Right.
also follow. So then
and
we
we'll be hiding in the trees for them to
Mhm.
come close. Okay.
Yes.
My only worry is that if we do allow them to go like check something out, that they'll sound the alarm between now and then from seeing Kyrodane and Nightbeak. So I was thinking we just have Kyrodane and Nightbeak fly over them, and we're very close behind, so that as they like fly over and then everybody's looking up at what is that, that's when we run in and get them.
How is silence or not silence slow? Is it like and what kind of area would it be a sphere, a cone, or
It is a sphere situation, and then it's targets inside of it. I'm sorry, I have slow too. I was gonna actually use Tasha's mind whip, so we could hit him with a 1-2 kind of thing, the slow and the mind whip.
that'll work. I mean, that is a good point too. Mine was just a contingency if there were more than the 4. But if you only see 4, then by all means, we can be behind.
Yeah. I mean, it's 120 feet, so I'll just like center it on the mass of the or like the mass of where I see most of them, and if there's any others.
I think that's a good plan.
I mean, worth a try.
So yeah, we'll have
The distraction ambush.
yeah, have them fly over, and then we'll run in. We'll have to approach sneakily, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll cast a guidance on myself as if it's getting close to like a stealth check.
No.
Am I still invisible?
You haven't dropped it or cast a spell, so I guess
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So
we're waiting in the wings for them. No, we're not. We're
gonna kind of follow behind Karadane and Nightbeak as they fly over for a distraction, or we'll like wait for them to fly over so that as they're looking the other way, like, oh, what the hell is that?
they get clubbed in the back of the head.
And we slap them in the mouth.
Tibbs and I are gonna hit him with the spell, and then we'll run in and get him with everything else we got.
Okay, so we'll wait to see them spelled. Got it. Yes.
Okay. Karadane hops on a Nightbeak. Nightbeak looking now steady and ready. The wings kind of outstretch, and it has difficulty, but is able to fly up out of the canopy, up above the slain ancient dragon. And he's going to fly up, kind of warhammer in hand, and he screams out, and he's going to cast Compel Duel on one of them.
Ooh.
Let's say, let's roll D4. Who's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3. The lizard folk creature kind of stops, looks up, and you all can see the kind of dark ASMR just staring at it, eye contact. All of the group turns and looks at Karadane as change the music so it's a bit better.
As soon as I see them look, I'm gonna cast slow.
Okay, I'll let you go. Tibbs.
And then I'll be right behind her to do Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
I've got
And I'll just get close by.
Okay. Tibbs, you cast slow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wisdom save DC 18.
All right.
Go
ahead, Checker.
I was gonna say mine's an int save, also 18. I don't know if you want to do them at the same time or.
I'll do slow first, and then I'll make your way. What kind of save for slow?
Wisdom.
Okay, we'll go this one first. That one rolled good. That is a unnatural 20.
Yeah.
I guarantee the others won't do that good.
Was it an attack?
Huh?
What was it? A save?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I rolled a 14. The next one rolled a 2. So slow. Just gonna write all caps. Next one. That fails. It's a 10. Slow. And 3 out of 4 Tibbs are slowed.
Hey.
Cool.
Okay.
Speed is halved. Speed is half. -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions. It can either use an action or bonus action on its turn. And then,
okay. Oof.
and if it attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, you have to roll a d20. An 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the next turn.
Okay. Got it. Oh, shit. One of them turns and looks around frantically. Up at Cardane, looks around, knows something is happening. The other three slowly start to turn, but are moving at like half pace from the one. Checker, what was yours?
An intelligence save 18.
Okay.
It's Tasha's mind whip.
Fail. Natural 1. 4. One of them, the lizard folk, succeeded.
Okay. They'll take a little bit of damage. And then there's some other stuff that happens. I'll wait till these dice decide to settle though.
Why don't now, this kind of surprise round, why don't we all roll initiative?
Wait, we didn't get to use our.
Did you guys want to?
Well, I
I
mean,
sort of thought we all had a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do that. We'll do
Okay.
that first, and then we'll roll initiative.
Okay.
So, Tibbles went, Schechter went, Alethea went, Lara. Who wants to go first?
You can.
Okay. I'll like to run up to one of the slowed, and we don't get any like advantage on them, do we?
No.
It's just the
It's
lower AC.
I'll give you advantage.
Oh,
on your
because it's a
first hit.
surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like
Hey.
to attack with Nightmare's Bane first.
I don't want to interrupt, but they did all take 10 damage. The ones that failed the
Hell
mind.
yeah.
All that failed. Okay, let me do that real quick while you're rolling.
25 to hit.
One of the slowed ones. Set this one. 25 definitely hits.
Oh, damage. 14 with Nightmare's Bane. And then I'm going to hit it with a that was my bonus action, and as my action, I'll use Toll the Dead on it.
Okay.
So now it has you do a wisdom save.
13.
Fails, and now it's
15. Sorry.
15. 3d12.
3d12.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now it took
When
damage.
when this works, yes, this is
Yeah.
awesome.
I rolled like shit. So 13.
13.
Lane. I just need to stick with rolling one dice because this never does me good. Anyway, and then I'll use a blessed strike, so another d8. Cool.
Okay. Cowardane flies above. Cast slow, cast Sasha's mind whip as a couple of them try to grab their heads, but they're just moving so slow. They're mid grab. One of them, when Lara runs up to, slashes it across the rib cage. This kind of transparent blood just starts seeping out the side, and as you cast Toll Dead, it also just looks completely wrecked as blood starts to come from the eyes, and the ears are clear coming from the ears. Something's going very wrong with this thing. It's looking super bad.
Oh, it's not dead yet.
It's so close.
Fuck.
You did 39 points. No. Yes, 39 points. Looking real bad. Okay. You went. Who's the last person that can
And
go?
is that with Schecter's -10?
Yes.
Dad team. But okay, I'll be the animals.
Okay, so there's one that looks bad and 3 that look like they've taken some damage.
One that looks really bad. The other 2 have taken damage. The lizard folk just looks slowed and is looking up towards Cardane.
And the one that when hit was slowed, is there another one that was slowed?
Yes.
How far there? I'm assuming there's like a little bit of a clearing. Okay. How far, I guess, from the tree line? Do I have enough movement? Can I get like to that other slowed one and then back into the trees?
And then probably can't make your way back, but you can definitely get there.
They just so you know, can't take their reaction.
Reaction, yeah. So, okay, well then I'll run up to the other slowed one. I'm going to attack it and then I will back up as far as I can. Because it can't have a reaction. Oh, wait, yes, right.
Okay. I'm just putting some so I can see it. It would pretty much be your full movement on A3 to get there. He is the furthest one away.
Oh,
I'll pull up the map in a sec so you guys aren't guessing.
yeah, because that might change. Right.
I mean, if you want to do that, it's pretty much one-on-one. There's not really anyone else around you, so you're okay there.
No, I don't like that. I'm
okay.
druid a late 3. That's why I'm asking. I wanted to be able to get to one and then get away from it.
Yeah, that one is the furthest away.
Oh, do we need to help you?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do, because we have no idea how far anything is. Are those your claws or your fangs? Don't bite me.
Oh, this is unfortunate. What's up? Just the shadow and the lighting.
It's the canopy. It's the
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
except for I
like
don't
tree
know.
shade.
I don't know where I am or.
I can grab something. Hold on.
Oh, guys, I couldn't help myself. I was at a D&D store last week, and I saw an ASMR Paladin mini, and I was like, I don't think Chris has specifically that. I'm gonna get it. And he didn't. So next time we get to play in person, I'll bring it.
Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. I get some.
It's a much more common character pairing though. Trying to find a dwarf bard is almost impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Negative.
Can you guys see?
Yes. Where am I?
Off map.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the group. Here is Winlara. So if you wanted to attack the other slowed one, later it'd be all the way right here.
And where am I? I know I was off map, but
Right
where
there
off map?
if you wanted to do that.
Right, but I guess I was wondering where I was.
Right there.
I'm starting
You were over here.
over. I don't know what that. Oh, there's your hand. I'm like, I can't see where over here is. And the other slowed one is the one when attacked right there.
Here, and then the well.
And he is not slowed.
He is.
Oh, well, yeah, then I'll get to him and attack. That way I still have some movement to get away from him.
Sure.
And I have, okay. So I rolled a 17 to hit.
Slowed.
No, 19 to hit. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The slow would have made you hit either way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you hitting with the staff, or what are you hitting with?
A spell from my staff.
Okay, cool.
Two.
Thanks, you. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's fine. By the way, sorry. Weird white thing right here, since I don't have Ancient Blue Dragon. This is the head, this is the body. It's probably a little bit bigger than this, but just so you guys know, this is what they were working on.
Can't wait to play him. Oh, here, Sim. Why don't you turn your camera for side view? Check your tits are in the back. Did we roll initiative yet? Not yet.
After they do Google. Probably won't be needed, but
You're muted if you're trying to talk to us.
Yes. I will back up. I'll go down however many. My speed is 35. So whatever I didn't use getting to him, I will go. Oh, or yeah, what is that thing I'm by?
it's just water and sand. So you can go that way if you want.
Yeah, if it's not a problem, yeah, I'll come down. Yeah, down. I don't want to, yeah.
That way.
Yeah, as far as I can. Yep.
Okay. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Why?
For funsies.
That face was not a yeah. Kristen had like a death glare there for a second.
I was like, but I'm a druid and like terrain stuff, man.
Are you in your favored terrain? Wait, no, that's only for fucking rangers. Never mind.
What you got?
Sorry, I. Okay. +0. So, because I'm not close to Caradane, right?
Yeah.
17.
17, very close. As you start to back up at lane 3, the creature looks at you and just slowly turns. But as you do, it's like you're stepping in muck, and your ankles begin to lower as your feet slowly begin to sink. This is quicksand. Now let's all roll initiative.
Could I request that we draw a compass rose on the board?
That what?
We draw a compass rose on the board.
Yes, I got you.
Okay, the reason I talk shit about this dice roller is because like sometimes it'll
Can't see
throw
that
the
on
dice.
internet.
It'll like throw the dice across the
Drop by
screen
the
in a weird
dragon's head.
way. I don't know, whatever. But I got a nat 20 on initiative. Woo. 25.
I don't know. I just don't like things controlling like something like I don't know. I can blame myself for a roll, but if it's like a computer, like I can't. It's just like, oh. So no, dear. I got it. I got it.
Put this.
No. I have one. North is down.
They all terribly.
I also rolled terribly. I don't know about this new dice, man. Might not be not my favorite.
All right. 25 to 20.
25.
Hey,
Good job, dude. 2015
oh, good.
and 15 and a 10.
11.
And oh,
What'd you get? Like 3?
10.
Okay. Win and checker.
Schecter got 25.
All right, sorry, win.
6.
Cool. Checker, you're on deck.
What Cairo dang it?
Let's see. 2. Iodane got a one sec. Unnatural 1.
Nice.
Now
Yeah.
When? What did you get?
6.
What about Nightbeak?
I think Nightbeak is with Kyrie.
Yeah,
with
that'll be
him?
good.
Okay.
Checker, you're up.
Okay, question. Does the surprise round count as one round, or are we starting one round now?
Yeah,
It's
that so you the spells and the attack was surprise. Now we're starting the normal initiative.
Okay, so Tasha's Mind Whip wouldn't be going for this next round. It's just for that surprise round. And the reason I ask is because the duration is one round specifically.
I would say
So
that was just our free round, so I think it would still count, right?
because this is the first real round of combat, kind of why I'm asking.
But I think the effect has happened, right? It's like one round of combat, or
And that's why I was asking, because like we had a surprise round. That's up to you, I guess, if you want to count that as the one round duration, because that's just what
Actually,
it says,
that
one
makes
round.
Yeah.
It
Or
doesn't
would that be
say
like
in real time, or like
casting
Yeah.
it, and
or is that
then-
just like an a temporary hit points, if you will, of the actual round?
I got
That's
you.
why I had to ask. It's your game, you're ruling though.
I will double check really quick. Casting
Okay.
time. Ready
See,
for one
yeah,
action,
just
one round.
it says one round, so I'm like,
I'll say the surprise round, that 10 points of damage for those 3. Yeah, so now you can do whatever you would like.
okay,
But it was expended.
okay, cool. No,
Yeah.
that's totally fine. Because I was considering casting it again, but I might.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I am gonna cast it again, but just a lower spell slot. Um, so I'm gonna do a second level, so it targets, or sorry, a third level, so it targets 2 guys. And I want to try and aim for the lizard folk.
Okay, this guy.
Yeah, and then the guy behind him, why not? Yeah, I'll move up a little bit.
Yeah, you got range. It's 90, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good, man.
All right, so it's an intelligence save 18.
Let's say 18. Oof. They have to roll high. So let's see. Natural 1 on lizard folk, and 9 for the back Sahuagin.
Ooh,
You
okay.
get
Sahuagin?
So they do take 9 points of psychic damage, and then let's see here, on its next turn, it must choose whether it moves, uses an action, or a bonus action. Only one of the 3.
Oof, okay.
and can't take a reaction. And then I'm gonna bonus action toss a lay 3, a bardic inspiration to hopefully get her out of
Nice.
the sticky situation.
Nice. What do you say to inspire her?
It's just dirt and mud. Think about back home in the forest. Just relax. Don't fight it too hard.
Thanks.
Grab my
Very
hand.
good.
I'm like 30 feet away.
Okay, cool. The back left one by the arrow begins to move in a kind of somatic, kind of moving their arms like they're casting some kind of spell. And I need Winlar to make a charisma saving throw.
Remember with the spell that once they cast it, did they roll? You have to roll a d20. And
Was this only for slowed?
yeah,
This one
and
was not slowed.
oh, this one wasn't slowed.
The only one that succeeded.
Okay, so they cast a spell, then I'll counterspell it.
What level you counterspell?
I'll just do third.
All the levels.
Okay. Always have to look these up. Roll a d20. Let me know what you get.
We had it down. It's like when it was every
I
combat.
know.
It was so quick.
It's 10 plus spell level, I believe.
That's the DC.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's her spell modifier plus whatever.
I think it's just double check.
I'm looking up too. I swear.
Thank you. I know.
I
was
haven't
like, we
done
do
this in
all the
so
time.
long.
How do I not remember counterspell? We do this so often.
I know.
When we last
Using
played.
spell casting ability. So make an ability check using your spell casting ability, right?
What do you see that?
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature is casting a spell third or lower. The
Yes,
spell
yes,
fails,
yes,
no
yes.
effect.
So d20 plus your spell casting
Plus my
modifier.
spell casting modifier. Okay, okay. So that would be a 12.
Okay, 14 was the DC.
Well, I can't read.
As
Okay.
the
Sorry.
creature starts to move,
Oh, 18. Wait, no, that's not true. I
Wow.
have a 20 something. 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it and Tibbs, as you kind of reach out towards your friend, trying to stop her, the creature moves its hands and then kind of closes them together like it's locking Winlar in some kind of sphere. But as you look at it, you're able to shake off this.
Yeah, I rolled a 19. I have +4.
Its best spell.
What was it? Oh, ouch.
Make a
Yeah.
Arcana check, just
No.
for fun. How many it was?
No, it was
21. I would say Tibbs would know this as well. Something you guys are familiar with. This was a somatic movement for banishment, which failed, which sucks. Cool. That's its turn. It is going to move back and away. And getting cover from the dragon's head, it thinks. Cool. Tibbs, you're up.
Where's Tibbles on the
You're
map?
still off. I'm going to put my pen. You're this way towards the end of my
Did
pen.
I see the one that just attacked? Did I see him run behind the
Yeah.
head?
Yeah,
Can
I
I-
would say so.
I'm going to run up close to them. Or like get to where I can see them within sight.
Okay. You start walking through. I need should make a strength saving throw, Tibbs. I'm sorry. What? I can't hear you.
Said I rolled a 4, so 3.
Oh, fuck. You have your eyes peeled, begin walking through, and you start doing like the you can't see me, but the like staircase thing, and you start to go down in this quicksand as it starts to bring you down. You and Alethea are restrained, but you can still do what you want to do.
Cool. Can I actually instead bonus action and fucking bring up my wings
Okay.
and try to break out?
Okay. I'll say make a strength save with advantage.
Sweet. Well, hey, I'll take that. 15 minus 1, so 14.
You didn't have that -1. You
I know.
flapping your wings, and you are close to getting out, but this sand, this quicksand, is slowly pulling you down. But you do have your wings now.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, this champion is going to. Oh, he's slow. This fucker. 5, 10. Wait, no. 5, 10, 15. Okay. Ooh. He is just going to try to throw a spear because that's all he can do. Ah, very good. 14 to hit, Alethea.
Listen.
I know. It's like he can't quite get momentum, and his crow hop is slowed, and he just launches it, not even close, flying over, hitting the back of the quicksand, and quickly disappearing behind. That's all he can do. Alethea, so you have to use your.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
So Tibbles is in the quicksand too. Is she like in the bottom part of that, or
What do you mean?
where is she?
Your
She's.
camera moves in.
Oh, did it? She
Oh,
is
hold on.
back
I got
here.
the wrong one. Oh, she's in a different quicksand, huh?
Yeah,
We're so dumb. It's water and sand. Okay, along fairway. And now it's just like that makes sense. Like, of course.
Okay. So,
Let me double check it too.
okay, and so she almost made it out with if she had a 15, I rolled a 17. Is my quicksand different?
What's that?
I said you said she almost made it out if she didn't have the
she
-1.
does. She does have a
I rolled
different
a
one.
17. Damn it.
Just based off the size of it, there's a big one, there's a little one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Keeping it interesting.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Shoot. There's something I want to do, but I wanted her to be
So basically,
closer.
yeah, your action will be a strength to break out, but you can still do your other stuff, and you're just restrained, so you can still do stuff like bonus action, but until you break out, that's your.
If I like
autonomy.
lean far with my arms, is she within 30 feet of me?
No, she's just a little bit too far.
Well, crikey.
I know. What you got? What you got?
I know that changes things. Because that is, if I do it that way, that's going to take forever. I will. Sure. I don't like any of this. I know. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of it.
Okay.
What is what die is the inspiration?
D10, I believe.
Oh, hello. We're not
Yes.
burrowing behind me. We're not
Yes, it
burrowing
is.
behind me. No, thank you. Okay, a D10. I rolled a 10. So 25.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're able to step out wherever you'd like, kind of kicking off you before being pulled down below. So it's your action. And I'll say just 5 feet of your movement. So you still have 30 plus your bonus.
That sucks because I really wanted to cast a spell. I will then
When you'll be after this.
oh, that was my action.
Yes.
Then I will back up and see if I can put myself the best of my ability so that everyone is within 30 feet of me.
I will say you can get everyone but Kyrodane because he's up flying around.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Where's the
And
griffin thing?
I guess then I will say that out loud that stay within 30 of me, I can help.
Ready. Okay, that one goes. And this one is gonna try to attack Mars, and she smacked it real good.
Who?
Can't
When
do
Laura.
so.
I heard
Yeah,
like
this one's gonna
Laura.
attack
I was like,
Laura.
who?
Yeah, new character. It's not very good. 19. Misses. It's just a slow spell is not doing the saying any good at all. Jeez.
I mean, you don't need the platform.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all it can do. Kamara, make a perception check real quick before your turn.
11.
Okay, keep going.
That was the natural one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
11. Okay. I will smack it. Yeah, I'll hit it with a nightmare Bane.
Yep.
25.
Yep.
Nine.
As you kind of swing across, the creature's almost just lining up for you like an underhand pitch, and you cut hard into this thick neck, decapitating and killing that one.
Cool. I will run up. I'm still listening to LA3.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. No. I'll hit the other slow ones. They've been attacked, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll while I'm running, I'll cast Toll the Dead on one of them.
Okay.
I'll actually I'll actually stop 10 feet away from them, sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, and then so wisdom save.
It's 9.
Okay. 20
Ooh.
necrotic damage, and I'll throw a blessed strike on it for 3.
Woo. Hey, this lizard folk starting to go pretty rough as well.
Cool. And that is my turn.
Alrighty. That's now lizard folk turn. And again, just being it is going to try to use its 2 attacks on you.
Is it running up to me?
Yeah, it's gonna try.
Is that the one that Kyrodane did whatever? And
Good call. Yes, it is.
Oh. Doesn't it have
Okay.
disadvantage on anyone but him?
it's going to instead try to throw the javelin. Here's what I'll do. I'm just gonna try
And-
to this javelin.
And
then-
he's slowed.
Yeah, and then it's gonna try to attack Lenara at disadvantage.
No,
Javelin.
I think it can only do one if it's slowed.
Let me double check, because like his
It's
action
movement
has
and
two
half, but it
attacks.
can only do an action or reaction or a bonus action, right?
I'm
It
pretty-
doesn't
have
have any reactions,
Yeah,
and it
there's
can
no
only do an action or a bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah, its action has two melee attacks. It has multi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So javelin misses real bad. Disadvantage to hit with Lara. I'm sure this will be great. 2 3s. Yep. Okay, the slow is definitely doing great things for you guys. It is Kyroding's turn. He is going to Warhammer. Let's see. Probably the champion. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll just Warhammer. Ready? Okay, he's gonna fly down. 2 attacks. Natural 1 on one, but a unnatural, well, a 30 on the other one. He is going to smack this boy right here and add a little divine might. Yeah, maybe you can expand one slow slot. Okay, so he does 11 points plus. So 20 points of damage just from a low level Fine Smite as he smacks it into this thing and flies back up because no reaction. Okay, is back up to you, Schecter.
Oh boy. Okay. It looks like Tibbs is kind of having a hard time with this quicksand.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to her, staying on the solid side. Um, um, yeah, and I'm just gonna like use the help action to try and help her get out of the quicksand.
Okay. Do you use your kind of turn to do that?
I
I guess that
mean,
is your turn, yeah.
yeah, kind of would be. I would.
Yeah. But I'll give her advantage on that strength saving throw.
Could she possibly make that save on my turn because I'm trying to help pull her out?
You're
That's
doing the
sort
help
of what
action.
that's sort of what I was hoping for, is to get her out of the sand so she could actually like do something on her turn.
I see what you're saying.
We can still do stuff, we just can't go anywhere.
Yeah, she'll still have her bonus action and stuff on hers. But I think it still goes on her turn.
That's fine if it does. I'll still use it to help get her out. We just
Yes.
got Tibbs back. I really don't want to lose her again, frankly.
For sure.
Into some quicksand nonetheless. Let alone it sort of seems like things are kind of okay at the moment. So
Right.
yeah. I'm gonna help Tibbles get out. Uh yeah, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing.
Alrighty. Okay, you
Oh,
can
wait,
try and
hold on.
pull her out. What's
I'm
up?
sorry. Could I actually could I dimension door her out of there? Could I like grab onto Tibbles and then like just dimension door out a little bit somewhere nearby?
Believe
Within
so.
within 30 feet of a laser.
Yes, you can hear her in your head. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure you can. You teleport yourself from your current location, blah blah blah.
Bring up, yeah. You can bring a willing creature of your size or smaller.
Well, I'll say yes.
Cool. Yeah,
You want to go?
I will cast the dimension door then. I want to try and stay within 30 feet of a lay 3 or as close as possible, but then also get an angle on this guy who's trying to hide behind the dragon so that we can kind of
Right there.
yeah. Yeah.
Kind of blink out in this puff of smoke. Tips, you're now standing. You can see her with her wings kind of outstretched. Nice.
Those are new. Whoa. Hell's definitely changed you.
More ways than just this.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
It is one right before you, and then it's your turn. I need you
Me.
to make a. Let's see, how should this go? Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's gonna try it. Wisdom saving throw, Tibbs.
Sure.
With advantage because of Hero's Feast.
I'll take that advantage. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You resist the whole person, and the creature looks not happy and is going to back away even more.
God damn it.
Okay, it's your turn.
You can run, but you can't hide. I'll just witch bolt him at
120, right?
No, 30 feet.
at 30 feet. So I will get on my fly up my wings and yeah, fly closer to him. I'm just not touching the ground. I don't trust the ground now.
Yeah.
No.
And then I'm going to
Oh, it's okay. Well, maybe.
I'm going to third level. Going third level. Yeah, third level witch bolt him.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be. That is, I rolled a 2 plus 12, so 14.
He misses.
What? Fine.
One was
And then
not slowed.
damn. Well, in that case, I will just quicken spell,
Okay.
and I will just throw a firebolt at it.
Go for it.
I'm
Let me
so
try.
fucking dumb. I forget that Nightmare's Bane can do extra shit. Like I have advantage on saving throws with spells against me.
I rolled a 19 on this one.
That one hits.
Ooh. That's 3d10.
All right, go for it. And then that guy.
18.
18.
Wait, no, sorry, 18, then plus 8.
26.
Yes.
Okay, nice. You cast the witch bolt, it kind of shoots past, and then the fireball kind of shrieks into this kind of, it definitely looks like some kind of priest or something. It has like religious wear on it and robes. But the second one does hit, it kind of starts burning some of the clothes as they start patting themselves off. Okay.
Do I have any more movement?
What's your fly with your wings?
I think it's the same as my walking.
25. You got 5 more feet.
5 more. No, just 5. Fly 5 straight up.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Let's go. 15. This one is it's gonna try throwing 2 spears at you. Actually, it doesn't make sense. It's gonna try throwing 1 spear at you at like 3. 19.
Yes.
Oh, the only hit of the whole game. Here we go.
Yay!
Ow! Okay, 9. 9 points of piercing damage, Latry. And Latry, you're up.
Okay, I'm mad at him, but I had something else I was doing. So now I will move kind of in between Win and Schecter so that Tibbs is within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Because especially for her, I am going to cast Water Walk on up to 10 people I like that are within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
So I don't know where Kyrodane is or Nightbeak or
Yeah,
If
you
I
feel like
can-
they're up and flying around. They're okay right now.
okay, so if they're more than 30, then please don't bite my toes. That's weird. Stop that. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's very strange. Yeah, so
What?
I have a cat with a foot fetish. It's very weird.
Got you. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
I thought I
no.
really missed something like hard that happened there. I thought there were toe monsters. I don't know. Okay, never mind.
I did, yeah, it's exactly what he is. So yeah, I will cast Water Walk on Winlara and Shekta, myself, and Tibbles, and I will just say, quicksand isn't a problem. And it lasts an hour. And
Perfect.
quicksand and mud and snow and acid and lava and none of that shit matters.
Very
Yep.
good. You want to do anything else?
No, because it's my action.
Perfect.
So let me see, where am I? Was that all
You're
of my
right in front of
movement?
Schecter.
Okay. Was that all my movement?
You got 1 more space.
I'll move
Yeah.
1 square towards Tibbs so that we're just not so grouped. Yeah, sure. Why
Perfect.
not?
All right, Winnar.
Oh, that one died. Okay,
Yeah, you
but there's one. Yeah, you're right. How's this guy looking?
Bad.
Okay. Nightmares me.
Yeah.
28. That was really good. 12. 17. Well, 17, but yeah.
okay.
Okay.
You however you want to kill that one. So lizard focus, it's just kind of slowly sitting towards you with 8-foot figure starting to swing towards you, and he's
I'll just like sweep beneath with the shield and then stab with the rapier.
Bob.
The old cated, that guy's too far. So I'll just hit the other one in front of me.
So
Took damage already? Yeah.
champion did, yes.
Yes, I will. Actually, I can still sit back. Just gonna keep doing the old pull the dead poke.
Okay. It's better. But of course it doesn't have 15.
Still fails.
Yep.
It's a 18. And then ooh, 19.
Okay.
And then another 5. So 24, and I'm gonna add a blessed strike on it for another 3. Is it dead?
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, as you kind of reach toward it and start to turn, you could see it grab its heart the blood coming from the eyes, the clear liquid just coming from the ears and the nose, as you just hear all and it just kills over in the mud.
Sweet.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey.
that's awesome.
Hardane is going to hold his action. As he flies over this way. Checker, you're up.
I want to shoot some crossbow bolts at the guy Tibbs. I'm pretty sure was witch bolting. It's the one hiding behind the dragon. Yeah, just kind of getting within range, basically. Yeah.
Okay, really quick, make a perception check.
All right. 18.
18. Looking past, you kind of see Tip standing there. You can see Hardane kind of floating in air with Nightbeak. You can see that this Sahuagin is standing in front of maybe 5 or 6 very, very young children, Sahuagin children, and they're kind of sitting on this large cart. You get the idea that this cart was probably to carry the head or something, but they're all kind of looking at you and hissing, but the creature's kind of standing in front of it in like a guardian protective stance.
Oh, that'll change things up a little bit. Not by enough though. You know, yeah, no, you know what? I'm still gonna shoot him with the crossbow. He's
Go for it.
still gonna get some bolts.
Yeah.
First one was I rolled a 19 for 28. Second one was 14 for 23.
What was the second one?
23.
They both hit.
Cool. I'm pretty sure the crossbow bolt, yeah, D8s. Okay. Wow, hold on. D&D Beyond is useful until it's not. I've decided it's good only up until it isn't. First one did 9 damage. The second one does 5 damage or whatever.
14. Okay. Yeah, the
Um,
bolts both hit the priest, will say, as it kind of cracks him on the ground and just shows his kind of red same teeth at you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna toss a bardic inspiration to Kyrodane. Um, I'm gonna go smack him good, flyboy.
Okay. This one's going to try to make an attack, but when it does, it's going to trigger Kyrodane.
So here's a new thing, by the way. It might apply to Kyrodane. I just want to throw out there. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything lets you use Bardic Inspiration on spell attacks, specifically on damage if you're doing damage or if you're healing. So you could use it on a healing spell even to do a little bit more healy.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find out exactly what it's called, where it is to read it to you, but that's like the gist of it. I was like, holy shit, how have I not seen or read this before? Yeah, magical inspiration. So if a creature has bardic inspiration and you cast a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell. Add number of rolled bonuses to the hit points gained or damage dealt.
Oh, that is nice.
There you go. Okay. As this thing's taking bolts, it's gonna run up towards you guys. And it is going to make 2 attacks with this staff completely covered in these large teeth. It's gonna make an attack on one on Tibbs, one on Schecter.
Tibbs is up in the air.
Oh, you're right. So 2 on Schecter. 22 and 25. Sorry, unnatural 20 and 23.
Oh, do I say it?
Unnatural.
Oh,
They both hit.
Okay.
Like, does Win and Alara see it? Because if we do, we're very interested in all the tea.
Yeah, clearly. That's why I got hit, because I was like, ooh, look at that. Ow!
oh, what good earrings.
14 points of piercing damage, Schecter. And
Nice. Feel like it's a real battle now.
right. Yeah, that slow and all that was a good jump start for you guys.
We got to ambush them. That was the real
And
jump start. That was awesome.
everyone has upped their hit points by 15 because of Hero's Feast, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Schecter, in a very kind of strange circumstance, these little shark people are going to run up to you, and they're kind of like baring their teeth, and they're going to try to bite you. They're super awesome modifier. 12, 14, and 19.
That last one hits.
Oh shit.
Shark babies.
Yeah, don't worry, it's a huge amount of damage. 4 points of piercing damage as one of the little, like, it's hard to tell their age, but it's maybe up to like mid-thigh on you, just bites into your kneecap, and it's just locked on like this little piranha, and you can hear it growling. They're trying to be fierce, but like honestly they're too little for worry, and so decision up to you guys how you want to handle it. But Tibbs, you're up.
I have a question for DM then.
Cool.
In Tibbs' time of war and fighting, how compassionate is she towards little kids now?
I would say
Oh
Tibbs
God.
has never killed a kid.
Oh.
Tibbles has never
Okay.
killed a kid.
I would
Okay.
say yes.
Oh, I have a question. Has when Lara killed a child?
That's up to you.
Oh, probably.
I'd say if it's Duragar, hell yes.
Yeah.
Without thought.
Little
Like,
Duragar babies.
Little Duragar baby.
I've never okay. I've never
I
killed
mean-
a kid.
yeah, I don't think Win would probably kill children now, but
No,
yeah,
back then.
back
definitely.
then, I'm pretty sure if you had hesitated, like your unit would have been like, "What? WTF?"
That's
Yeah.
a good question to ask. I don't think I've ever thought of asking the DM before. But yeah, I also kind of wonder, has Schecter killed kids, or is this going to be one of those you don't know situations?
I feel like she wouldn't. I feel like you were straight air, like your heart is
Right.
so pure.
Right, but he
Yeah,
was
but-
taken over by decades and
I
did
was-
horrible things.
That's up to you, Schecter, but I would say
Oh.
probably more yes than no.
Yeah, and you would
Oh,
know.
really?
You got all those
Oh.
memories back, dude.
Oh man, okay. Well,
Well,
Ouch, Charlie.
but
So
they
you're-
are attacking.
So you know,
Yeah.
like when Groot like attacks Drats in or not Drats, in Guardians.
Yeah.
Drax,
Yes.
sorry. It's borderline that. I'm surprised one of them hit, to be totally honest. It rolled a 17. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and the priest is still up, right?
Yeah, he is.
Is he looking pretty bad?
He looks like he's taking damage. He's not looking bad, but he is by himself.
Okay. I'll just do another firebolt on him.
All right. Do you want to back up a little bit?
Yeah, I'll back up a little.
All right. It's going to try to take an attack of opportunity.
I'm out of range.
I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry.
He's so good.
Yep.
And then firebolt. Ooh, 28. 28 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 3d10. Ooh. 20 points of damage to him.
Nice.
And then I'm just going, I mean, I don't have anything tonic wise just yet. I'm just gonna like try to intimidate the kids and just like tell them to flee, to get lost. Like, go away.
Okay. Just in common.
Yeah, I'll say it in common, with like my eyes glowing and just trying to like push onto them like you're gonna be killed.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Mm, 14.
Okay. The three of them catch your eyes and you kind of pulse with that blue flame in your fist. And three of them look deathly afraid. One is latched on hard to Schecter's knee.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Yeah, Lather, you're up. Lenore, you're on deck.
Okay, so I can only see one bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Can I see him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I see the kids or not?
I'll say you can kind of see them now, yeah.
Oh. But this is the caster, right?
Yes, right here is the caster.
That's rough.
There you go, kids in this game.
Sorry.
Right, but he's like trying to kill us, and I don't think he's like their parent. I'm not gonna hurt the kids. Can I just step to the side? I don't really want to get close. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna shoot him with my butt. Well, how hurt does he look?
He's not looking on death doors yet, but he looks like he has hit quite a bit. He's got 2 bolts in him. He's been burned pretty good from Tibbs. But yeah, I'm still seeing him.
And has he already gone? Yes.
In initiative, he has, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I just don't want to get close. Yeah, I'm gonna scooch over and I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
Go for it.
Uh, 25.
That hits. Roll damage.
Wow. Okay.
The old bow. 30 sever.
9 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. A third bolt hits him right in the chest. Oh, he's trying to growls, and you could just see all his teeth are completely red now. The staff just looks like an Alether, you can tell, it just looks like maybe 100 shark teeth just all around the edge, just completely wrapped around the staff. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, just keep my head on a swivel.
All right, Laura.
Can I see him?
Yeah.
We're trying to kill him, right?
You're too far away. That's up to you. However you, Lenore, would handle it.
Totally dead.
15.
18.
What kind of save?
Wisdom.
All right, this one I have a modifier. This is the only one. As it, yeah, +6, 21.
Oh, fucking bitch.
Sorry.
All right, I'll
It's the only one that has like a save bonus.
can I reach him using my full movement?
Yes.
Nightmare's Bane.
Go for it.
15. Fuck. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Kyrodane is going to jump off Nightbeak and kind of instruct him to stand in front of the kids, kind of wings outstretched. And he communicates to the animal in a language you guys, I don't think you understand. And it just stands there, and he walks towards the priest and is going to make two attacks.
Was it in Celestial?
It was.
I know it.
You hear him say, "The children don't need to see this," as he smashes his warhammer into the side of the priest, cracking his knee, basically flamingoing his knee inside out. As he brings it down, he brings the hammer, smashes over the head, killing the priest.
Okay.
We're the good guys, right?
Basically Nightbeak is backing away. Schecter will say at this point it does kind of let go, but there's this little shark creature. It has like this little bone shank, and it's trying to like stab you, but it can't. I mean, you're able to kind of hold its wrist. There's nothing it can really do. You get the sense that these little guys are sharpened this way, born this way, if you will. But for all intents and purposes, you guys are out of combat right now.
Can I try some kind of animal handling check, maybe, to pick one of these up and try and just like get it to chill for a minute, so I can just like see if there's any kind of calm within this thing?
Roll for parenting.
Yeah.
I've had to
Roll.
do that in my game. You don't know how many times. Schecter is thinking of Sella right now and how she would collect anything possible.
Okay. Go ahead and make an animal handling at disadvantage.
Okay, reasonable. Okay, first roll was a 6 on die. Second one, let's see what I wasted. An 18. That's fine. So total of 11.
Okay. Schecter, you miss out on some parenthood, and this thing is like kicking and trying to cut you and trying to scratch you and bite you. And you pick it up and you're trying to shush it, and you're like, it's okay. It's okay. And it looks at you, and the eyes kind of like focus, and the pupils kind of move and look at you, and it kind of turns its head, and you feel this small little connection with it before it tries to bite you again.
Ah, damn it!
It can't. It rolled a 7. It reaches out, tries to bite you on the nose as you kind of pull your face away, like, oh. And it's just this angry little devil baby.
I kind of want to eat it. Like,
Oh god.
fine. Not like I want it to die, but I'm just like anywhere else. And then I realize that it might just alarm some other people.
What do we do?
While you guys are thinking about that, I'm gonna pee real quick, but you guys figure out what you want to do.
Can you choose some music?
Change it?
Or is it the point for it to be intense?
Yeah, it is
It's just a
rather
soundtrack.
ominous
Yeah.
for having
Oh.
just gotten out of combat. But
Yeah.
that's
Or it's just
okay.
like, yeah. I think we should grab what we need and then just leave. I mean,
We can't
if
leave
they
these
did
things.
alarm anybody, they would have captured us, take us to Kismet anyway. But at least now we've got 4 that we don't need to really worry about. And now, how many children?
4 total.
4 of these little shits. For some reason, when Laura, I'm looking or thinking back to that Kenku that we first discovered ever so long ago now. Probably just an unnecessary little death in the long run. Oh man. My imagination just goes to Schecter's big dwarfy hands just kind of like squishing it like a big bug.
Oh my
But
god.
that's a little
I-
too awful.
I guess I'll wait for the DM to come back. I'm just wanting to know, do they look like they would travel quickly or would they be really slow? because they're tiny.
I mean, yeah, that's a good question.
Put them in your bag of holding. We'll just deal with that later.
They will
That's a
die
tomorrow
if we
problem.
put them in there. Nope, they will die if we put them in there.
And
Solution.
you ever had shark jerky?
These aren't sharks. Schecter.
You're right. I don't remember what they're called, but
Sahugan.
Right, but they.
do we know that's
I
what
mean,
they're called? That's why I was like, I know
I
the
think
player,
so.
Nick, the player knows.
I'm
but
sure
I'm
I'm sure the sea elves told us that they were called Sahugan.
Yeah,
I think they did, yes.
Okay.
Regardless, ask your question, Lather.
Do we get a sense that like maybe they would be slow because they're so little? Like
Yeah,
maybe they came in the cart because you wouldn't have these tiny children try to walk through the treacherous forest
How
because they
big
would
are
be really
they?
slow.
How big are they actually? They're like a couple feet, or is it like? Well, you said up to Schecter's knee, but that's still a little inconclusive.
right. I would say the biggest one is about 2.5 feet tall.
Okay.
The smallest one is about 1.5 feet tall. Thank you.
Okay.
You can make later. You can make a nature check if you'd like.
Okay. 18, 20, 21, 22, 24.
Based on their foot size and kind of the roundness of their faces, they're probably between maybe for a human comparison 2 to 4 years old. So strange that these creatures would bring like basically little kids out to behead a dragon and bring it back.
Yeah.
And just based off their temperament, you get the sense that like they want them this way. They want them
Wild.
Yeah.
Feral.
Yes.
They don't treat them like we would treat children.
I mean, it's pretty on par with Drow, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't think that. I think they're going to be very slow. I think wherever we're going, we will easily outpace them. And I don't even know if they would have the mind, the attention span of the mindset to follow us. And even if they did, there'd be no way they'd be able to keep up.
We didn't let Yuki come along. I mean, mind you, these aren't, things that we necessarily love like that. But yeah, we didn't let Yuki come along for similar reasons. So I don't know.
I guess I can't reconcile killing them.
I can't either. Even
I'd almost just the cart that they were in. Can we flip it over?
Just put them in a rabbit trap.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, even if we could trap them, right? My moral compass points to no, but I mean, we could just flip the cart over, and then it would take them several hours to turn it back over.
Yeah. And by that time, hopefully,
or
whatever we're here to do is done.
Yeah, somebody will find them before they flip it over, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start grabbing some scales.
Same. I was gonna go check out the dragon, grab some scales, and
I guess I'll pick up that staff. I will not pick it up with my bare hand, and I'll put it in the bag for now.
I'm gonna flip this cart over with the kids underneath and put a bunch of rocks on top.
Okay, Gardain's gonna help you out. After a couple rocks, he's kind of like, I think they'll be good. I mean, they're strong, but they're young.
You think they'll tunnel underneath? They're smart enough for that, right?
I don't know. If they do, it might take them some time.
Okay, good enough for me. Let's be quick.
As you guys are kind of putting them under, they keep reaching out towards you, Schecter. and you look down, you see that your knee is still kind of cut up and bleeding. Kind of remembering how they're drawn to that scent. So yeah, however you guys want to deal with that.
Yeah, I will do just a quick little healing word at least on myself to like patch up that wound, let it
Yeah.
scab over, I guess.
Okay. And then Lenara and Tibble's going towards
I want
dragon.
Yeah.
I want to try to harvest or see about looking for like the thunder gland or whatever is inside of the dragon. See if there's anything that we can.
I will just preface that we do know that the sea elves like basically worshipped her, and we need their help to get where we need to go, we might want to ask their permission before harvesting, basically their deity that they have spent all their lives protecting.
I don't think there'll be much coming back for this. I respect that. I'm sure they would respect that, but like, I don't know that we'll be able to come back here for anything. We should let
We
them
have to
know
come
for
back.
sure.
We have to come back through here to get back to where we were. To get them, we left them.
No, I thought,
that's-
like, I mean, where we probably need to go, where we're at, I imagine the dragon was over here. No, or is it on the way?
I thought they said they were gonna meet us on a different spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
They didn't.
It was like we're going through
Oh,
the
okay.
island. They dropped us off on
Tables
this
wasn't
side.
there for that.
They're gonna pick us up on the other side. Yeah, so we really don't want to try and come back this way. We should let them know, but maybe bring them an offering. I think might be a better thing. Get a scale for them, or maybe like the tip of the dragon's horn. I don't know. I kind of want that one for myself, but
Honestly, if we're gonna do that, I wouldn't bring them any parts of. If we're going to do that, I would almost not say anything.
I honestly, we'll just play it by ear. I think it is the polite thing to do to ask them what they think, and I'll be saying this as I'm scraping off scales. But I think they would understand that we would be hunting the person that killed their deity. So perhaps they would give us some sort of leniency.
Not only that, but while we're gone, like they can send out more to harvest from this dragon. And I feel like if we allow them to get a hold of something that's potentially dangerous that they could use to their advantage, would be setting us back.
I don't think they're gonna want to harvest her. They
No,
are
that's true.
devastated with her death.
Yes, but
As you guys are kind of having this back and forth, Tibbles, can you make a perception check real quick?
Perception?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Behind behind the figure where the priest died, where your witch bolt struck, in the ground, you can see a small little rock inlet, like a fissure in the ground. And with the 14, you can hear small little sounds coming from within.
I'm gonna walk over to it cautiously.
Okay. Walking toward it, you kind of duck out of the way as a couple of bats fly out. This looks like some kind of cave entrance that your witch bolt revealed.
Oh.
And I'll just kind of call out to everybody and be like, looks like there's an underground cave.
Well, like maybe an option for travel, or
Do we see like cart tracks? Okay. Through the underground cave?
No, this is like a
Completely different thing.
split this way.
Oh, this is like where the dragon probably fucking.
Oh, this looks like where the witch bolt hit it. There is some kind of cave that just hitting the top of the ground broke it apart, and now you can see down kind of a little
Oh,
bit
I
going
see,
downwards.
sorry.
I'm kind of disappointed that none of us hit that one, honestly. Secret tunnel.
Good to know. Could be the Dragon's Ford. Or, a means to get around. Do we have any
Yeah.
idea where this Kismet person is being held?
We do know
We
where she's being held.
Do
Because Kyrodane and Lenara did a surveillance.
a flyby, yeah, and got a ping.
That's right.
So do we have an idea of about how far we are from that island that's by the waterfalls? Do you have?
Make a survival check, Lamar,
Oh, me?
because you saw it, right? You flew up and saw it. With
Yeah,
Dawn.
and Kyrodane. Okay.
Can I help? She can describe.
Have you seen it?
No, but I don't know. Maybe I'm good at mapping distance through forest.
I'd say not for this.
Can I use Kyrodane's advantage since he saw it also?
Can
Yeah,
I guidance
probably
her
good,
since
yeah.
I was asking?
Yeah, that's fine.
24.
All right. As you focus, you remember harder with the guidance. You're probably 3 to 5 miles away from the other side of the islands. You're gonna have to either go up and over the mountains or a different way. But yeah,
Well,
a couple hours depending on how you go.
distance wise, we're really not that far, but we would have to trek over mountains if we're going this way. There may be another way, perhaps this.
Could at least go down and check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna still I didn't cast sending earlier, but I would still like to cast sending on Kismet.
Yeah.
See how Homegirl's doing.
And I will say if as a group, if we decide to go down and it feels like that's a way to get to where we need to go, we can definitely do that. If it seems like that's not going to work, I do have an option to make it so that we all
Our clouds.
yes.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good idea. So perhaps down, and I will cast sending and say, "Hey, Kismet, it's Lenora. Where are you? How are you? Are you safe enough? Safe enough?" Send.
Kismet has like a British accent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Win. I am safe. I fought someone to the death. I watched 2 kids fight to the death. The waterfalls are beautiful. I'm still kind of confused.
You have 5 more.
Hope you're coming soon.
Oh, there it is. Lenora will just make a listening and then just. Okay.
What's it there for?
She's fine. She fought someone to the death, but I imagine that's hand-to-hand combat, so she's probably just, dominating. But she did watch 2 kids fight, probably to the death also.
Oh.
Which makes you think, like, if that's just how it is culturally, then these kids are like the leftovers, like those weird kids that, oh, I got to eat because I killed so and so.
Oh God, they're probably gonna eat each
They're
other
gonna
in
kill
that
each other.
cage soon. Yeah, let's dive down, shall we?
Do it.
Did we actually get any parts of the dragon? I thought we were gonna. We should at least get one thing. You're right, so that we can help find the heart of it, because that's
I
clearly
was
what we've
getting,
taken. We do
Yeah,
need at
I
least
do.
one piece of it.
yeah,
That
during
does
the
make-
exchange,
That makes sense.
I was carving out some scales.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I said that during, it's like, well, we're still
Okay,
talking.
that was all that was
Okay.
all that happened. So I just wanted to make sure that happened. I
Um,
also wanted to get like a good one, but
okay.
that's not
We'll
going to
be
be
right.
allowed.
Can I help her?
Okay. I'll say with Tibble's and Schecter's kind of eagerness, you're able to get 7
7 scales.
ancient dragon scales. I will say too, the creature is heavily wounded. It looks like one of the wings has a just massive tear in it. Probably couldn't fly anymore. And lots of cuts, and it didn't go well. And yeah,
Speaking
whoever, go ahead.
Speaking of wing, actually, it might not be a bad idea to get a piece of wing. I've heard that cloaks made of dragon wings are very desirable and powerful. So I just putting it out there. I don't know. We're here, man.
Just
We're here.
I am.
It's like
I-
telling the dwarf to like walk away from the pile of gemstones. It's like, but no, they're pretty. They're not worth anything. I don't care. They're so pretty.
I just feel like that would be disrespectful. I hear you. I don't know.
It
If-
feels more
if they-
disrespectful to let these evil creatures who probably slayed this thing make use of it, and us to
But
pass
that's
it
why
down.
we're here, is to stop them.
And I think
That's
this
our
might
whole
help us.
purpose.
I'm gonna go in the cave. While this is happening, it's like I got the scales.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna. You guys decide
Alright.
what you want. I will not. It's you do
I
what
will-
you will. No judgment from me. Jump in.
Okay.
I will follow in because I don't want to be part of that. I just hearing over the days on the boat, speaking with the sea elves and kind of getting to know them a little bit and their relationship that they had with this dragon. I can't. So I will follow in.
You do you, boo. You do what you want. You want some wing? Get it.
Now I just feel super guilty about it.
Don't. I mean, it's just play 3. When Laura got the scale,
yeah,
she needed.
I wait till a lay 3's not looking, and then I'm like, fine. If I like try and lay down on it to figure out how big of a chunk I'd need for at least me, I don't get like a square.
Like a 3x3.
Yeah, something.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
3.5.
I mean, because you're
Gotta
4
leave,
feet.
gotta leave extra for the seams, and
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Kind of like a kid knowing like the parent might look or come at any moment, you quickly nervously cut a decent amount size that you could make a cloak.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Cool. So everyone heads in.
yeah. And then I immediately go after as I'm like rolling it and folding it and trying to get it in my own side non-magical bag.
Okay.
My non-magical man.
Okay.
Do we see any? I don't know, any creatures around?
Like up above or down below?
Down below, like right as we go out there.
Everyone make a perception check.
– 28.
24.
Okay.
Ooh, 28 as well.
Hell yeah. Kind of ducking down within this little inlet. the jagged rock walls lead you down another 30 or 40 feet. Within that space, the walls are lined with very large black bats. They're not really moving, but you can see their eyes are open and just kind of watching you guys all make your way down through these kind of these rough steps. As you kind of drop lower, there's this another circular room. Let me pull it up. So.
Is that you inside? Is that you inside you? Okay.
I guess I'll be closer to the front so that at the first sign of people, voices, anything, or if it feels like we're starting to get into an area that might be populated, I'll do passive data trace.
Good to know. You guys drop into the kind of this octagonal room, and within this room, the walls are made of crystallized glass. It's this beautiful kind of flat stonework, or glass rather, throughout, and looks like there's an entranceway to the left and to the right.
Are either of those directions more towards our final direction where we're supposed to be going?
I would say the left. Or later you know that it would be the left.
Then I would quietly let everyone know that left is the direction we would need to go to get closer to Kismet and where she is.
Are the walls just like crystalline, or is there any like engravings, no carvings, no nothing?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20, 30. Like, of course it's this. It's never
You
bad.
see the future.
It's like, man, I wasn't ready for natural any of that. Yeah, there are carvings and runes across the wall. I said natural you would recognize them to be draconic, maybe not be able to read it, but there's symbols. And they're quite large. They're probably several feet in height, kind of drawn throughout. And with natural 20, you get the sense that you're probably in the layer.
Gibbs could probably read it, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of lame. If it's like so tall, how did we miss it?
No, it's just like kind of annoyed that I like got that 20 if it was so big that we all would have seen it.
Yeah, there's kind of edging in the walls that you have to kind of almost take them in to be like, oh, there is. It's not just a pattern.
Okay.
There is runes and stuff. Like no one really would have saw it unless they looked. So.
So I'll just whisper in the earring. It's like, I mean, it's layer. Oh, that must, and this isn't when Laura's saying anything, this is just Abby saying anything. That means there must be a horde, and that means we can get diamonds.
And that also means, I mean, the same guilt, right? Dealing from the dead.
As you say to Schechter, I need Schechter.
Oh no, we're just.
Yeah, that was totally out of character. I was kidding.
No, you're good. As these thoughts come over you, I need you and Lamar to make dexterity saving throws.
This was Snappy thought.
Nat 20.
That though.
I know.
Okay. Like, don't condemn me from.
Oh, are they close to Paradine? Don't they get in the
Oh, like yeah, we do. We get something.
We get something.
+5, I think. your save?
Wow, 33.
Oh, I got a 16. You have a +10 for your dex?
I have a +8 and I rolled a natural 20, but then with
Oh,
+5.
shit. So if it is a +5, then it's a 21.
Okay. You guys only take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as parts of the wall in this room begins to collapse and break. You guys kind of duck out of the way as this massive pile of rock and crystal glass stands behind you guys. The layer seems unstable.
Oh, fuck. I'll collect some of the crystal on the floor.
Okay.
Put it in my pocket.
It's beautiful. Very smooth. Very clean.
Very nice, very clean.
Alrighty. So you guys move on to the next room.
I would like to know what it says. So can you just like put a note for like, oh, Tibbs read it.
Tibbs would have told
Whenever
us.
she comes back.
Yeah. Just make a note on something too. Tibbs. Draconic runes.
Because I think that would help determine like where, I mean, I imagine we're still going left, but if it's just like, hey, the horde is this way, maybe we would take a moment. That's all.
So, as a general thing, aren't blue dragons usually evil?
Yes.
They are.
And this one wasn't?
I'm sure it was still quite manipulative. Like maybe it was kind of like not necessarily like a parasitic relationship, more symbiotic, right? That's why the elves loved it.
Maybe. The dragon protected the elves. That's how they described it. And the dragon did some awful things, according to them. And as a kind of penance for that, it made its way to this island to protect something and the elves. So yes, they are usually always evil inherent. But
this one grew
This
good
one
in its
grew a
old age.
conscience, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it got ancient and it was like maybe I'll do the last leg of this thing neutral good. Like
right. Yeah, something like that.
Maybe I'll just be neutral now.
Yeah. Oh, you like me? Cool.
Chaotic neutral. I don't know. Lawful neutral? I don't know.
But I would say too that Schecter, I think I said it last time, would have some connection, I think, to this dragon. When the first time that he got all his memories back, there was a dragon kind of laying waste in this desert with your previous companions, and it was blue. So maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but there is kind of a weird connection that you feel that you can't quite put your finger on.
okay. I feel upset if I missed that one, but maybe I just missed the blue dragon detail, but I do remember that scene that you were talking about.
Yeah. Okay, you guys move on to the next room. As you're moving kind of left that way, a part of the sand on the floor begins to swirl in front. Let me see. It was still going. I need a Lathree to make a con saving throw.
I have water walk so if the sand is moving.
You do.
Does that help?
Not for this one.
As I'm having kind of these flashbacks to that whole scene, Jarek would have a little bit of probably insight, maybe a better memory than me, as far as like those dragons. Could I just like peek in on him real quick and be like, hey, do you think? I mean, you can come back to me, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay, I'll come back to you.
Am I within distance of Karadin?
I would say for this one, you guys are kind of spread out. / I forgot he had Night Beat, so I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do with that.
I mean, he summons Night Beat.
I know, that's why I was like, well, he could just, I don't think he, anyways, what'd you get?
26.
This cloud of sand swirls in this 20-foot radius sphere, and it kind of like erupts towards you, and you are blinded.
With a 26?
What'd you roll? I thought you said
20. No, 26. I rolled an 18 plus 8.
You know what's really funny about
yeah,
that?
I was like, 26 didn't make it.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
that's the second time tonight that one of us said 26 because I had that earlier where it was a 26, but you only heard the 6. I don't think it's you. It's definitely like the audio
Yeah.
thing cutting out. But that's weird. It was the same number.
yeah. Well, of course you're fine. Would have been blinded. The kind of sand gets in your eyes for a second, but your eyelashes get out of the way. Yeah, and up ahead, you guys see more gold than you've seen in your life. And there are items scattered about, all in different shades of blue.
Oh, what did, hey Tibbs, what did the thing say on the wall?
I think she's still, is she back?
She's back.
Yeah, it said this.
What
What thing on the wall?
So we were in an octagonal room, completely crystalline. It's slightly falling apart, kind of got a nicked Schecter and I, and there's draconic runes on like carved into the crystal.
They were so big though that it was like one of those you had to stand back and look at it situation.
I imagine it's
From what
almost
I
like the Chronos thing, like in The Incredibles, where you had to like.
Yes, that's what I was trying to describe. Like you step, like if you look at it, it's nothing, and then.
Gotcha. You have to line up just right to be allowed.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was written with lightning, I imagine. Like scored lightning into the crystal.
I mean, ink would have been better.
Not when you're a blue dragon, you just paint with your freaking
fucking OG
lightning breath.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That was my stepdad. Like he just talks, and I can never get him to shut up.
Sir, I'm doing important shit right now, okay?
Tibbles, you let the group know throughout this kind of standalone room, a lot of the words were synonyms for vindication, absolve, retribution. Just based on the reading, this was some kind of enclosure or room for the dragon that was thinking about everything that's happened within, and maybe some kind of focus room for the dragon.
Did I feel anything? And we already went through, but would Tibbles have felt anything like arcane, like strong, like a strong center point or anything in that room?
I would say that since Tipples felt or heard that thunder, she's had small goosebumps the whole time. Maybe not any like direct connection, but something, some weird kind of deja vu or some kind of something pulling at her that kind of causes the hair to stand on her neck, and goosebumps all over her arms. And yeah, there is something kind of strange in this room.
And I guess as I was reading that, telling them what it said, probably just kind of like rub my arms and kind of just like shake off the chills. And then fast forward to where we are now.
Okay. As you do, the room kind of crackles with strange lightning tipples, and you can see this energy kind of erupt from the runes. I need just you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
18.
15,
18.
18. I can't hear. Okay. As it kind of erupts and it kind of shocks towards you, kind of across your shoulder, you take 8 points of lightning damage.
Ouch.
You feel,
Half.
huh?
Half.
That was half.
Oh, that was half.
Yeah.
Well, but aren't you resistant?
Half because I'm lightning dragon.
Yeah. Are you resistant to lightning?
I believe so.
No, yeah. It's half.
It's half.
But is it halved because
Half,
she
half. It's quartered, yeah.
Quartered.
it's quartered? There we go. I was like, that's what I was asking.
It's half.
I would say now you guys get the sense that the dragon's lair is still active. So every so often something will happen.
Oh,
Whether collapsing, some kind of sandstorm, lightning. But you move on to the next room, and again you can see many different things kind of laid throughout. So yeah.
what are the blue things you said?
You see, let's see, to keep it from going from too long, I'll give a lay 3 advantage, and then we'll see how we go from there.
For like an investigation.
Yeah.
Can we dive?
Oh,
No.
can I do
Yeah.
perception?
Yeah, sure. If you just want to take a quick look around.
Where
I
is
just-
this?
I imagine there'd be a little bit of digging. Like I was kind of waiting for us to
That
go
would be
back
the
around.
I was just
I was
looking.
gonna go
Either
in
that
too.
if someone's investigating, I will help them. That is not what I'm good at. I'm good at maybe I can glance around and see.
I will definitely do like a little bit of poking and investigate.
Okay,
Um,
so investigation for Schechter, perception for lay 3.
Where are we now?
We're in there were 2 tunnels after the octagonal room, or 2, we went left because that was kind of like in the same direction as Kismet, and now we're in a room with gold and things that are blue.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
whole bunch of weapons, items, other tips, all in like kind of not weird, different shades of blue.
So
Oh.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration. And so I got a 19 on die for a total of 23.
Hell yeah.
I got a 19, so 29.
All right.
Oh shit.
There are jewels. There are diamonds, sapphires, jewel encrusted shields. You see the hilt of the sword. And then Schechter, you see what looks like some kind of cloak, which is funny since you're kind of made a cut to try to get one. And then you also see a beautiful kind of ocean blue ring.
I would like to help gather a lot of that.
Yeah. So can I look around for anything that might look magical?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the things I see, I will not touch with my hand. I'll use my cloak and I
would
guess
like
just
for-
put them in the bag.
I would
So-
like
and
a lot
we
of
can-
diamonds.
Okay.
So we can look at we can identify them later because I don't think any of us can.
I
So-
grabbed
Schechter
that.
went. Oh, go ahead.
I do grab the ring and the cloak. I want to check out the cloak, compare it, maybe store it anyway. The ring I'll keep on me, like put in my pocket, and then I'll ask Alatri if I can put this cloak I found in the bag of holding.
All right. Y'all 2, and then
I would like to find diamonds, and I'm also just gonna whip out the pendulum also, just to see if there's any weird feelings before I go touching.
what are you looking for? Oh, what gives one arm pause, I guess.
I don't know if any of it's just like weird afterlife booby trapped.
I did kind of have a thing almost along those lines, actually. I was
Okay.
gonna. Sorry, there's cargo. Okay, I was gonna try and wrap something in with that. I wanted to ask Jarek also about the horde. Like, what was either your favorite thing to get from a horde, or what was the most commonly trapped thing in a horde that you found? I don't see any chests. I know those are usually can be bad, but
Okay. Um, let's see. Um, that's a hard question. I would say especially blue dragons would have a displayed horde, but sometimes they had something a little bit more secret, kind of their private treasury. But it's really all I know.
Oh,
hmm, that's a mighty fine point. Thank you, friend.
Of
Any
course.
did they have any particular hiding method? I know, like a white dragon might freeze it in ice, or I don't know, a black dragon might hide it in some acid or something. I can't imagine a blue dragon hiding it in lightning of any kind.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure. I don't know. As you kind of contemplate with the loot,
So,
you go ahead
yeah.
and make a roll.
Just anything, I'm whipping out the pendulum to try to find anything that would help with spells, specifically diamonds, but if there's anything else that.
Let's make different rolls. So we've had perception, investigation,
Investigation.
skill, arcana.
Religion? I mean, it's the same thing, it's both intelligence, but
That's fine. We can do religion if you want, then it's good to do arcana.
19 for a 28.
did you
Wow,
really roll a
that's
19 on die?
I rolled a 19 on the die also. For a
oh my
22.
gosh.
3 19s.
looking through the horde, and this is probably a 30 by 30-foot room, like
Yeah.
pretty big. And you cannot walk in a space where there's not gold or something around. You see several diamonds worth what you would guess somewhere between 5 and 10,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
We'll say with a 28, 2 5, 3 5s, and 1 10. And then kind of looking around, you see a diamond you have never seen before. And beauty and cut and
No.
gem.
I'm sorry, you cut out a diamond she'd never seen before.
And beauty and like cut. It's probably the size in between a volleyball and a basketball.
Okay.
The worth it's a lot. You're not sure, but it's a lot.
Okay. So I have 3 500 gold pieces.
5,000.
5,000.
And then the other was 1
10,000.
And then this other.
Okay.
And then I'd say at the 28, you would find
Like the tiny, like for the
tiny,
revivifies and the
let's say
raised deads.
5. Basic for 500, right?
So raised dead is
Okay.
300.
But then 5 would count as well.
5 would, yeah.
Raised Dead's 500 and
Yeah,
Revivifies
5,
3, but 500.
500s. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I would like to gather all of them. The big ones, I would like to keep on me.
Okay.
The giant one, because it's so big, I'd give it to Lathree.
In the bag.
And I will say, with intensity, I'll hand this over and say, please be careful with this one.
Of course.
Like,
I would say too that none of you guys are dumb, and especially, I mean, definitely not anybody. Lennar would know that this gym could be like generational wealth for someone.
Yeah.
Because you both side.
okay.
What
DC
was
for
the
this one 25, so
Fuck. Okay.
what was the like size comparison for the diamond that Sella and I got?
ooh, that one was big. It was just kind of flat. kind of like a plate. This one is like an actual ball, and yours
Okay.
is thin, but similar in size, I would say.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
One
Not in
basketball.
worth. That's fine.
Um,
Tibbs is next. If you're allowed, if it's allowed to come back to me, I want to
okay.
go do an investigation. I ask another thing, but
Okay.
Tibbs, make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna look for like magical stuff, maybe even like some books, scrolls, anything.
Yep.
Investigation.
Arcana.
Arcana.
Arcana, that's right. Okay. 17.
17. Pull up these notes. Okay. You find a blue, very light blue sphere about the size of a golf ball. And you also find a small metal cube about an inch by inch.
A D6.
Inch by inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
it's a cube, so it's a cube, right? Inch, inch, inch.
Mm-hmm.
3 by 3.
Well, I'll just kind of pocket them because I don't have an identify. But but they feel arcane in nature.
They do.
I don't see any books or anything.
Not with the 17.
Fine.
Sorry.
What did a late 3 pick up?
A sword, a jeweled
Shield?
shield. I think that was all I saw.
And a bunch of you saw a bunch of gems and blue themed magical things.
Okay.
I rolled the same thing and got a cloak and a ring. I'm really hoping these are good at.
Yeah, a sword, a jeweled shield, and Schechter found a cloak and a blue ring.
And as you guys are all looking again, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, as part of the roof is glass.
Can I use my same investigation roll, or we can roll again?
What?
What's that?
Are we gonna use the same investigation roll from earlier, or rolling again? It doesn't matter.
17.
Sorry, you know what? The thing is adjusting my volume, probably. It does this sometimes. I swear I'm talking loudly, yeah. Okay.
For that dex save, a 10.
Okay.
You can't go that way.
I got a 12.
Oh, Tibbs.
Oh
shit.
no.
Don't you have the ring of evasion?
No, I don't think I do anymore. I think I gave it to someone.
Who?
No.
Make sure.
No,
Do
you
I?
did
Oh.
not.
Wait, that's right. Oh shit! 1 second.
Yeah, you didn't give any of your stuff.
I mean, we'll happily
No, I
take
did.
it off your hands.
No, I traded her
I gave you that orb that I really wanted to keep.
the luck
Oh.
stone.
Oh, but that wasn't your stuff, though.
Mine. It was mine. It was in my possession.
No, we all found that.
Yeah, you traded me the luck stone.
Tibbs is slightly greedy. Oh yeah, I do have it. Okay, so and I forgot that I needed to do the charge. So let me do the expended charges because we 1d3. How do you do a 1d3?
D6 divided by 2.
Oh, okay. Okay, it gains through. So okay, I will use it. So I will roll another one for. Okay, that's a 12.
Okay. Lathrey, what'd you get?
A 17.
And then Schecter, what'd you get?
12.
All right. Everyone but Lathrey takes 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Lathrey 11.
Ow.
The entire place is unstable, and as the stone ceiling the glass ceiling collapses, you can just see this strange little faint lightning as it kind of dissipates across the board. You guys can all feel that the longer you're in here, the worse, or this, more of this is going to happen.
So while we're in this room,
Yeah.
is there a tunnel or entranceway leading, or is it just where we came?
Where you guys are now, there is another path off to the right.
Is that taking us the wrong direction, or?
It's the only direction. It's not wrong. It's just
right.
Yeah.
Like it might continue. Okay.
Right.
Any other runes or carvings?
Not in this room.
Okay.
Is there anything that would appear to be made to be misleading, like a weirdly large pile of gold, or like a throne, or a random painting on the wall? Anything that might be like, there's the safe.
Yeah, not that you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just wondering how we got into here. Did we just walk through the cavern, or do we have to climb down? We had to climb down.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. I think we should either go this way, see what's at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because going left was the closest direction of where we needed to go.
Oh, was there anything we could find for Kyrodane or Kismet?
We did find a shield.
And a sword.
I think his hammer is good enough.
His hammer is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I'm sort of interested in that shield, but we'll deal with that later. Or not the shield, the sword. I was looking at this shield that I still have and can't use, but I meant the sword.
Okay. Okay. You guys keep going out until you're in.
Did they find stuff?
What's that?
Kyrodane and Kismet, did we find stuff for them?
Mm-mm.
They didn't find any. Okay.
An even larger room than before, and there is actually kind of a large entrance in the general direction you guys should be going. Looks like you guys are in the entrance cavern.
Okay, so this is where he probably, makes sense. Or she would come through.
They.
Shit away.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything in here? Any carvings? Any?
Not in this room.
Okay.
What is the marching order, by the way?
Schecter will stay in the back this time.
Probably
Keep up with that theme.
Now.
When? What'd you say? You said you were first?
Yeah.
You're first?
Probably.
I would be maybe second or third, just because I have a good idea of what direction we need to be going.
I'll be in the middle.
And then Kyrodane in the middle too.
Tibbs, Kyrodane, Schecter. Okay.
I'm last because I was taking like a little extra pocket of gold. I realized that I was looking for magic-y stuff and didn't take any gold. Can I just like handful it? Like 2 little handfuls into the satchel?
Yeah.
On the way out of the room?
As you do a couple, it's a lot. A couple of pieces kind of fall out of your pocket. And you feel a small little tug on your pant leg.
What is I look down as I'm putting a handful in the bag.
You see a small figure, black skin, kind of void of any kind of material, just kind of this black little ragdoll body and a white face with kind of this swirling black like liquid, it's hard to say, and just this kind of white little mask. And as you look down, you can see that it's holding up a very small necklace towards you.
I'm bewildered and a little afraid, but I go down and reach towards it. Thank you, little one.
It just kind of puts his hands behind its back and just kind of shrugs at you. And looks over to Tibbs, and Tibbs, you see the familiar creature that you saw in the jungle.
I just point. I'm like, Lennar.
I'll
That was
Do you have a
Would you like-
name, little thing?
that was the thing I saw earlier.
Oh, it's ugly.
As you say that, it sees you and like starts to back away, frightened, and runs and hides behind Schecter.
It's okay.
But-
She's much more friendly than she looks, I promise.
Does it look familiar of a creature?
Have
No.
we seen
I'll send you guys a picture.
Here.
anyone familiar with it?
Does it resemble anything close to anything any of us may have encountered?
So, I would say no. None of you guys have ever encountered this thing before.
Oh, it's so weird.
It's
Don't be
weird.
frightened. They're there. Thank you for the help. Were you trying to help us earlier?
The kind of small figure, kind of hiding behind you, still Schecter, kind of avoiding line of sight with Nar, just kind of nods, kind of holding the little, just the side of you.
It's okay. Come here. Do you want to come with us? I have my hand down towards it.
Pick up random things.
It kind of points at Lamar Schecter and then kind of shakes its hand.
What's wrong with her? She's fine. She's helping us.
Have you seen other people that look like her?
Kind of points again at Lamara, nods.
Where?
It points up and back and behind the way.
Where the dragon was?
Mm.
Well, I'm
Well,
not
she's-
with them.
Yeah, she's been cursed. She doesn't normally look like that. That's like she wasn't born that way. She just looks like that. Now she's good. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'll just shake my head and no, I'm not with those that did that.
Schecter, give me the deception, give me the persuasion.
Can I help win? Can I
13.
also conclude, yes, that she is with us? She is good.
Yeah.
She's not like those other ones.
13.
What'd you get, Schecter?
23.
Okay. It's
So-
believe in something.
So she might be good, and she doesn't look like this.
It kind of looks towards Winara and then kind of runs like Woody in Toy Story over to Tibbs and is now hiding behind Tibbs and just kind of taking you guys all in.
I'll look down and be like, are you able to speak? Any language, honestly.
Shakes his head at you.
Oh,
Did you used to serve the dragon?
Nods, kind of not shaking at you, but nods, kind of this fearful, tiny little thing.
What's in the other hallway?
Shakes his head.
You don't know? Or it's not good? I'll take it back with a, you don't know what it is?
are there others down there? People, prisoners?
Points out towards
The big X.
the entranceway.
That's
Yeah.
how we get out. Okay.
What is this necklace that he gave me? Does it seem like it's related to the dragon's lair? Like it's a key or anything?
It's kind of a half necklace, like it seems like it would come around the neck and have like an opening in the middle, kind of like a horseshoe, I guess. Doesn't seem like a key or anything, just seems like it wanted to give it to you.
Okay. Do I get any magiciness from it?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I miss our identifier.
Me too. Is there anything else that you think we need or that we missed?
It's
You
kind
seem
of
to know the area much better than we do.
it's kind
Yes.
of pulling, it's trying to pull on Tibbles, but obviously literal ragdoll strength, and is trying to pull you towards the large entranceway.
Honestly,
Believe it. Well, ragdoll strength might be enough.
Well,
It is Tibbles.
that is true.
you'd be surprised.
It has a -5. I only have a -1. I'm guessing
on the
over.
roll. Depending on the roll.
That is a good guess. That is exactly what it has.
Wow.
So, okay, he wants us to leave. We know a good exit. Do we want to investigate the other room?
Do you know where his safe was? Do you know where the dragon's special hiding place was?
Insight check.
Make an inside check.
It reminds me of the what are they called? I forget what they're called from Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really are. I think that's a D&D version, literally.
Oh.
They're out of Tomb.
Oh, how
Oh.
funny. 24.
You sense sadness and anxiety, but you don't feel like it's lying.
Okay.
Um,
Sadness and anxiety. Okay.
I'm gonna just look down at it and be like, we are here to help, and if anything, at least try to harm the ones that harmed your dragon master.
We're here to restore the balance.
As you
Thanks.
see, yeah, as you say that, Tibbles, the face reshapes. And it looks like this tiny little white cat with a black face. And if a cat could smile, just kind of smiling at you, slowly blinking. Before it changed to that strange kind of void, like syrup in milk kind of swirl. But it definitely reacted to you saying like, hey, we're here to help and make things better.
We're on the same page now. I mean, would you happen to know where, like, can you lead us in a direction? I know you want us to leave, but you could point us in a direction that could be very helpful.
Kind of scratches its kind of wild, very Yuki-like hair, nods, and starts kind of limp walking out of the room. Very odd.
Is this leading like back up and out?
No, it's going towards the large
Big entrance,
entranceway.
yeah.
Okay, but we're
That's
still
guaranteed.
under. We're still totally under. Okay.
Yeah, that's guaranteed the way out.
Does it look injured?
Is it just like baby walking out?
Hard to tell, Schecter. Yeah, maybe a slight little limp to the gait.
I want to do cast a healing word on it.
Okay.
Hey, little guy, it's all right. You're okay now. Everything's gonna get better from here. Wow, a whopping 9. Rolled max on it. Nice.
Yeah, give it all the healing. As you kind of cast it, the creature kind of looks, kind of makes this weird little stretch, and then begins walking completely normal out of the room. Anything else you guys want to do before you
Is it okay?
leave?
Is it okay if I call you Cat?
Cat,
Yeah.
the small little figure turns around, nods, and then kind of looks towards you.
No one else cares about the second tunnel.
I
I
think
thought there was only
time
one.
is
I
of
thought it
the
was just the.
essence. No,
So-
there were two, but the other one goes completely in the opposite direction of where we're supposed, where we should be, where we're headed towards Kismet and everything.
Oh. I missed that somehow. But
Yeah, it was the very
Would-
first room.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried time-wise, and also if parts are crumbling, going all the way back and getting either stuck or not being able to make it all the way back this way.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm also interested. I just
yeah, I
with
very much want to go down that second tunnel.
with why
I'm
we're
gonna be honest.
here, I almost feel like we should take care of that first.
As you guys are talking,
It's crumbling.
the creature falls flat on the ground, and I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
The creature,
Ah,
Collapse straight flat on the ground.
is it like from rumbling or? Almost good. It was almost a 20 and it fell back to 2.
I had to use my ring of evasion again, but I got a natural 20 this time.
Okay.
I also got a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
Good job, guys.
I got a 17 again.
There you go.
That's a 5.
All right.
I got a total of 28.
Okay. When Lara takes 28 points of lightning damage, everyone else is 14. As this kind of lightning erupts throughout the room, just kind of crossing around, almost bouncing off the glass walls, kind of striking into all of you. Most of you seeing it. The little figure kind of pops up after it kind of dusts off its little round arms and just is like,
Yeah, I think we need to move.
You lead
This
the way,
place is
Cat.
hurting me quite a bit.
Yeah.
I do want to explore.
But-
Maybe later.
Yeah, I think we have
We could open
priorities.
here later.
Mm.
But I mean, if we go there and then make it back and we're all hurt and we can't do what we came to do,
We would be able to do what we came here to do. Like we're all very,
the figure's watching you and like kind of watching everyone talk, and the strange kind of swirl kind of moves every so often. You swear you see faces for a moment, and then back to this just kind of random void of nothing. And then it kind of walks up to you, Winlara, and kind of reaches up towards you.
yes, Cat. Reach down.
Takes you by the finger and starts to very slowly walk with you towards the room that you want to look at. It's taking forever. It's just like,
Okay, I will just put him on my shoulder.
pick it up, and you walk in, and right before you turn into the next room, it kind of pats you on the face and just does this. As you look in, there are probably 6 shattered shells with some kind of figure inside. It's difficult to tell what it is, but just destroyed dragon eggs.
Oh,
None of them.
Can you raise dead on a? Hmm? Hmm.
I'm sure there wasn't.
Looking at it, they might
it's
not be ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
Any trace of what did it? Was it the Sahugans or was it draft?
It's a good question. Make an investigation check.
15?
15. Some of it seems spell arcane related, and some of it seems slashing related.
Oh, well, I guess I could ask the thing, right?
Yeah.
Was it there? So was it the fish people?
Oh.
He just puts his hand on your cheek.
I'll just put a finger on his cheek. Say, I'm sorry. I
As you do that, the swirl kind of forms to like a small monkey, and it can express a little bit better. It just looks sad.
Yeah.
And it kind of grabs your finger in its hand and just kind of taps it. And it's just very, not slimy, but almost this like smooth velvet skin. It's weird. And then the face goes back to that kind of random swirl.
Okay. I'll place 3 or not 3, 6 incense just in the center and light them, and then I'll say a prayer and leave.
So you guys walk out of the cave with the items that you have. You can see that this cave is almost in the center of a mountain. There's just kind of landing pad, if you will. And looking down and up below, you can see that there is a massive cove, maybe a mile left to right. And within the center is that island that you did see with those kind of cascading. It's like a centered island with these cascading waterfalls going down beneath the surface. And along the shoreline, you can see dozens of homes, some burned, some destroyed, but you can see that before you. And that little figure now on Lenlar's shoulder, very, not the same, but reminiscent of Baba, much lighter, kind of points this little round arm down towards the cove.
About how far does it seem like it is? Like,
I would
can
say,
can I guesstimate how long it would take us to get there?
I would say a druid of your level, it's probably about 2 hours hike to get down there.
And it's pretty, like, it doesn't get to be like quote unquote civilization until you're right there.
Basically, from what you can see up here, yeah, basically the shoreline is where you can see all the homes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just keeping an eye on timing and all that for casting Pass Without a Trace. So.
Okay, got it. Tibbs or Schechter, you guys good, or you want to do anything?
I was gonna just kind of like walk up next to Laura really quick and ask the thing. Were you the one that I saw earlier outside? Or are there more of you?
You can see it to the first question, nod.
Are there more of you?
Were there more of you?
Yeah,
And
were
then
there?
it points to Lenlara again.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did that happen on this island or elsewhere?
It points down.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, well, we're here to help as best we can.
Did we ever figure out what the rune said?
Yeah.
We did, right? What did it say again?
Yeah, they were
Different words
synonyms
of
for vindication.
Vindication,
and-
yeah.
forgiveness, retribution.
Gotcha.
all that stuff.
Okay, sorry.
Absolve.
Notes.
Okay. You guys trek your way down for the next hour and a half, 2 hours before you are coming up on the,
I'd like to heal myself as a time.
for sure. And then I assume kind of at that edge, LA3, you're gonna do pass that out trace.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We'll keep the same marching order unless you guys disagree.
Could we
Lenara, go ahead.
could we before we hit the town do a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that place
I'd
fallen
like to
on
do
me
that.
was,
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Can we do that instead of me healing?
please,
okay.
because I think a lot of us need it.
I will do the Song of Rest for that additional 1d10 hit point. I mean, we have plenty of our own hit die at this point, but if you want to just not spend one of your own and do a free d10, you can. And I'm performing Prin's song, what I want to call Prin and Baba's song, because it's for both of them. Baba's lines are just a lot shorter. I realize it's quiet, but I say Baba is busy. He's always really busy. And at the end, it's Baba's the best of us. Baba is the
Awesome.
best.
And as you play Shekhar, the little kind of curly haired figure starts kind of swaying back and forth and like patting its little legs. You know, they're just two little black lines. As you guys are all sitting there, you guys can hear ever so often, maybe every 30 seconds or a minute, you can hear loud chants or yells. Hundreds of voices kind of screaming out and happiness or some kind of enthusiasm, but you can't like a coliseum with barbarians or something. You can hear people screaming and chanting happily. But it's just kind of this half hour of just hearing that, all you guys just kind of looking at each other. You guys continue on.
While we're healing or resting and we hear that, I'll just look to the group and kind of be like, well, sounds like wherever we're heading, that Kismet person might be. You did say she was fighting at one point.
That is sure. She's
Did this fight to the death.
quite formidable. I mean, if she's dead, we can just bring her back up. As morbid as it is, just need to find her body. But I can chime back in. I'll call and see how she's doing.
Right before you do that, Cardane kind of makes a strange, kind of not like a dog whistle, where it's so high pitched. You guys can still hear it, but very high strained whistle, and you guys can see Nightbeak flying back low towards you guys before lowering before the canopy, kind of reunited with everyone. Okay, do you want to send a message?
Yeah. Hey, Kismet. What you doing? Still breathing? We're on the way. Pretty close. We hear lots of chatting.
Okay.
Was it chanting or cheering?
Yes.
Okay.
Both. As you say that, you hear Kismet. Thank God. I'm really tired. Still fighting. So if you guys could help me, this has been going on way too long. I've been hit a lot. I've been bit a lot. I think I'm dying. So if you could get here, I would be less confused and happier. That's it.
How long does it take to cast your fancy air thing, LA3?
Oh, but aren't we already down? Aren't we there?
I
We're
would say
an hour
you
away?
guys are, let's just say you're like half a mile away
Oh, okay.
from where it is. So 10, 15 minutes, depending on how you guys are traveling.
Kismet needs our help. now.
Okay. Then let's go, I guess. Yeah.
Head over.
Okay.
Cast without a trace.
And
Okay.
probably just fast walking, maybe a light jog.
Light jog.
Quiet jog, yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, these tunnels are big enough for a dragon, right?
Well, now we're out in the open.
We're out.
No.
Yeah, you guys are back out in the jungle now. Okay. As you guys begin running, you can see up ahead there is this large, kind of strange, circular building on the shoreline. Throughout, there are many more of those little kids that you saw. And Kismet, for your question earlier, sorry,
Kismet.
tips. I did it. Wow, that was weird. The other way. Tibbles, as you're kind of walking, you guys are kind of walking through the tree line up ahead. You can see kids like fighting with like knives and like really hurting each other. You can see one kid kind of stab one kid in the neck, and then the kid just lays there, like stop moving.
We're literally walking through Lord of the Flies. Great.
Yeah. And you hear the chanting growing louder and louder. You guys are trying to make your way through. We'll do one more stealth check at 10. Kind of making through the village.
21.
24.
Also 24.
Also 24.
What? And we were the 3 that did the 19 last time.
Yeah, I rolled an 11 with disadvantage, and I was like, it was a 12, and I was like, oh, 11. Oh, okay, not so bad.
Well, I actually rolled a 12.
That's what I rolled for Kyrodane with disadvantage.
What is it? Oh no.
Oh, I just sent it to Hannah.
Only Hannah.
What
Plus
was it?
10.
Oh, 2 20s.
Damn.
Like, why? That's stupid.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
So 30, whatever.
Okay, you guys are able to kind of sneak your way through town. The toddlers are
God.
just killing each other.
So
And
bad.
you guys make your way to the edge of this kind of circular structure, Coliseum, whatever you want to call it, and you kind of are able to sneak through. You see some Sahuagin kind of walking by, and you got
Sahuagin.
perfectly, and you make your way in, and you can see Tibbles fighting this.
Kismet.
Nope.
Buckbeak.
Buckbeak.
You see Kismet in the center of the ring, bloodied, beaten. She has like this trident sticking out of her hip
Oh, God.
side.
It's actually Hannah. Hannah's in the middle of the
Hannah is
Coliseum.
there.
It's me.
Fighting.
Oh, shit.
She's there with her puppet, and
Yes.
you can see the trident in her hip as she collapses
Oh,
in the
shoot.
middle of the Coliseum.
How far away?
You're about 60 feet away,
Too far.
and as you guys are all sitting there debating what to do, that's where we'll pick up this.
Back.
I will say really quick, the Coliseum is filled.
Yeah. Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Good job, guys.
I had a session with my game that I landed. Oh, Jesus Christ. The 220s. I just now saw that.
Yeah. It's like, what
I
the heck?
had a session that ended in my campaign where it was a very similar Coliseum thing. Like this was
Oh,
session
really?
before last. So that's kind of funny.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
This is our third. Is it our third fighting pit or just our second?
Well, you guys fought each other. This one, and then what was the other one?
Oh, I guess it is just the two.
No, just the two. Prove yourselves.
Oh, I love this shit.
I know that there's not time to identify stuff, but just should I put a custom item in my inventory, or is there something
You
that I
don't
can
know.
put in
You
my
don't know what
inventory?
it is.
I'm
you don't know.
impatient, all right?
Well, suck it up, buddy.
Jeez.
We all got stuff.
we
You
all
know
have
what it
stuff.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just the only one who asked. Jeez.
Yeah.
Maybe
I-
Kismet can identify. Maybe this
Oh,
little
yeah.
dude can.
Kismet or Tibbles, it's hard to,
It's hard to tell.
yeah,
Maybe Hannah can.
yeah. I was doing so well before that. Good job, guys. Is everyone good for next week?
It's the yes.
31st.
Should be 31st.
Oh my gosh, how is that even possible?
I
know.
Like, where
done.
has this time gone?
Away.